Good morning, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Let's get our heads right on a Thursday. This has been quite a long, drawn-out, wet, moist week. It's not over yet. I did wake up this morning thinking it was Friday. I was feeling good for a hot second. And nope, we're going to do 4 hours today and 4 tomorrow. But that's all right. Very grateful to have this gig with my friends, Paul Reindl, the executive producer of the program. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
Paulie's going old school today with a Seattle Supersonics vintage throwback cap. That looks really good. One of the best names in sports franchise history.
My beloveds.
The Seattle Supersonics. Sonics was cool. Supersonics is even better.
I was born in 90, so I got to grow up with the Sean Kemp, Gary Payton era. It was so
elite.
much
The
fun.
glove, dude. Gary,
Yeah.
I loved that team. They had some good ass players, and they were name checked in a song, and I can't remember.
Ice Cube.
Was it Ice Cube? The Lakers beat the Supersonics, but I thought there was another one. Was it a Beastie Boys song too? Maybe. I need to figure it out. One of those horrible things that happen in basketball when the Sonics left Seattle. You know, it's
the team was sold, but the previous owner said that the new owner would definitely not move the team. And all the fans believed it.
Yeah.
And then the team was sold.
Yeah.
And the new owner that said he would never move the team in a city that loved them.
And to a city where he was from. Right.
Just saying, be weary if the Seidlers sell to anybody from Oklahoma City.
Yes,
basically.
The Oklahoma City Padres is not going to have the same ring to it. The OKP. Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor. He also suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder of his favorite football team leaving our fair burg many years ago. Haven't really gotten over it. You haven't really done any work on yourself to get over
Not
it. So
really.
you're never going to get over it.
Just going to just wallow in my anger still.
It is funny because, many times on this program, we talk about men's mental health a lot. And I've encouraged Ben to get into therapy for many years. I encourage it for anybody listening.
No joy in my life.
Now, it would be priceless Ben to go in and like, well, what can I help you with? And he lays down on the couch. He's like, it's been 8 years. And the guy's like, yeah, Ben, what's troubling you? What's been on your mind and your soul and your heart for 8 years? And Ben's like, the Chargers, actually. The Chargers leaving has wrecked me more than I imagined that it would.
But that supposes I want to get over it. I don't think I want to get over it.
Oh, you want to keep the anger and
I want to keep it.
Okay.
Like it's a seed that fuels a little bit.
I like that.
I don't have a lot of edge in me, but that's the one spot where I can still find it. I agree with you. Supersonics is a great nickname.
It's a great nickname.
Chargers wasn't bad.
It was damn good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, damn good. Damn good.
And any other favorites that you've got? I think 49ers is cool.
Yeah.
No?
Never really did it for me.
Didn't like that one?
I thought the nickname Niners was cool. Raiders is a great name.
Raiders is good.
It's a great name. Yeah. Cowboys is a great name. But yeah, I just looked over and I saw that hat this morning and I went, man, those were the days.
Astros, I like that one.
Astros is good. Yeah, some creative names out there. Padres is the Padres.
It's unique, which I
unique.
like uniqueness.
I do too. Oilers, that was a good one. Yeah, very, very good one. But they're gone, not coming back. And now to see them leave and really thrive has got to be tough for some Seattle Supersonics fans as well. Maybe they don't care at all.
It's been 20 years.
It's such a great city too that will, like ours, that will absolutely support an NBA team. Absolutely support an NBA team.
If the Chargers went on like a run and won 3 Super Bowls in 5 years,
then you would go to therapy.
I would not be happy about it. I can take solace in the fact that since they've left, they've mostly been bad, and the seasons where they've been decent, they've fell apart in the playoffs once they got there.
All right, this is getting way too sportsy for me. I literally just wanted to comment on Paul's hat and make
great hat
and make fun of you.
5 minutes later, thank you.
And make fun of you for talking about football only in your therapy sessions. Have you guys started your Christmas shopping yet?
No. Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
Yeah, I know. But Thanksgiving is next week. It's a week from today. Oh, Can't wait. Cannot wait for Thanksgiving Day. You haven't bought anything?
No.
Have you been have your kids, are your kids of the age where you now have to like text them and say, hey, what do you morons want for Christmas? Or
yes.
or now have they come? Did they come to you?
Honestly, I don't even know yet where we're having Christmas. We may go up and visit my son for Christmas, or he may come down
to the land of the Supersonics.
Exactly. We're still trying to decide what Christmas looks like, and until I do that, I don't think I'm going to start going out getting a lot of big boxes and stuff.
I need to give Graham some advice. If you want more presents, come home, because your parents aren't lugging a bunch of presents up to you. That's not going to happen. Like, it happens sparingly, but if you're like, all right, we're going to come see you, that's kind of your gift. That's a real drag for him. You know, the guy's 21 years old. He wants presents. He wants money. Probably going to need some electronics. He's into music. He needs a new amp, a new foot pedal, whatever, new strings. You're not lugging all that stuff up on a plane.
But we can always take him on a post-Christmas shopping spree as his gift.
That's true.
We're up there, which might be better than lugging the presents to begin with anyway.
I finally got some ideas from my wife, and one of them is a vacuum cleaner.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's usually considered the worst possible.
This is Paulie. Yes, I was just going to say.
Worst possible gift you can give a spouse.
I was just going to say.
Trap.
So if I buy it, she could feasibly look at me and go, you bought me a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. Really? Okay. You literally asked for one. You said you needed a new one. I see how it is. I'm supposed to sit around the house and vacuum, and you bought it for me. But you don't understand. You asked me to get one. You asked me to buy you one. I was testing you. Well, I just spent $500 on the world's best stick vacuum cleaner, and I failed the test, and I'm out $500, which is probably you think ahead, dude. I'll give it to you. I didn't. I'm a moron. I was like, oh yeah. I was so happy just to get the idea. Finally, one thing. Like, because here's what she does to me. This is the other thing she does. Hey, I'm like, babe, how do we want to do gifts? She's like, nothing. I want nothing. And I'm like, I'll get you perfume, because I get her new perfume every Christmas. That's a standard bit. It's been going on forever. I will definitely get you that. And she knows that's coming without, but I don't want anything else. Okay, great. Christmas morning comes. She goes to her stocking. She gets her, I think I put a card in there. I maybe don't. And I put candy and stuff like that in her stocking with her perfume. And that's it for her. She loads me up with stuff. Oh, I got new shoes and new Viore joggers. And I like this hoodie on you. And I'm sitting there going, oh, my God, I'm a total scumbag.
Going through your wallet, you're like,
here, take some $40. Can I give you some cash? And she does this to me every year. And I think I should know by now. But here's the other problem with Hannah. She knows she can go out. She knows exactly what I want and what I need. She can go out, Ben, and buy it, and I trust her, and I trust her eye for whatever. But I'm dressed in 90% of the stuff she bought me, and I trust her. I cannot go out on a lark and be like, yeah, I'll just go buy her a bunch of stuff. The disappointment in her face when she opens presents that she doesn't want she doesn't fake it at all. She does not fake it. She'll open something and go, oh, I really didn't need this. And I'm like, oh, like I bought her Uggs one year. She's like, oh, no, I don't like these. And you hear that and you're like, can't you pretend that you do? Since I went out and like bought them and braved, the 70-degree heat in the middle of winter to go buy your Uggs.
I think for me, and I've done in the past, gone out and bought a sweater, something, nice piece of clothing. And it's appreciated. And it's the thought that counts. But when push comes to shove, it never gets worn because I didn't do a good enough job picking out because I don't have an eye for it. I don't know what the difference between what's good and what's not good, what she would like versus what she wouldn't like.
Right.
And, that's, I guess, part of my failing, that I should know better as to, but it's so hard to know someone else's eye for what style and what kind of clothing they're going to like.
There's a real good way around this, ladies. A real good way. Just tell us. Just tell us. Now, you eliminate the element of surprise.
Right.
When that happens.
Which is their favorite element a lot of the time.
No, it is not. No, it is not. I have tried the surprise. The surprise is open with, oh, no, I don't like this, or, oh, no, I don't want this. My wife she's unable to fake it. Unable to. She doesn't have it in her to be like, oh, thank you. I love this so much. And then months go by, you're like, oh, you haven't worn that sweater I bought you.
That's what a normal person.
That's what yes. My
Can
wife.
You not just like ask for like 10 ideas, and if you get 6 of the 10, you're pretty happy?
See, I think we're helping some ladies in the chat. Sarah says, I'm also that wife. I need to be better at giving ideas. We don't know what we want is the problem. Thank you for admitting it live on the radio, Sarah. I thank you. That's what I wanted to hear, is I really don't know what I want.
Like
you know that.
My immediate family here in San Diego is me, my wife, my sister-in-law, and my mother-in-law. And I'm like, I got 3 women to try to plan gifts for every holiday season.
You're screwed.
We have like a group note on our app on our phones where we can literally link the thing. You see something on Amazon, Best Buy, whatever, boom. Copy the link, put it on the Christmas list.
Yeah.
And then you can just literally click the link from the list, go right to it, buy it. Everybody's happy.
Okay, but then it seems so transactional.
Contrived and transactional.
If everybody just puts a link of what they want to the other person, and then you're just waiting for Christmas, and you're going to buy it anyway, why doesn't everyone just buy what
their
they
own
want,
stuff
right now, and you'll have it for an extra month, and everyone will be completely happy?
That's what I usually do. That's what I usually end up doing. Yeah. And in fact, my wife and I, like, within the last week, I literally like turned to her and I go, do you like care to open anything on Christmas morning even? Like, do you care? She's like, not really. I'm like,
I do.
If there's there's something I want, do I really need to wait for like 6 weeks to see if you get it, or should I just get it now? She's like, just get it now. I don't care. Whatever.
A Christmas registry, like a wedding registry. I like it. Everybody goes and loads their stuff in. You don't get everything on your wedding.
No.
Some of you people on your wedding registry, you're like, hey, what is happening? $17,000 or something for some. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get you the 4-piece dinette set. Somebody like, hey, why not shoot for the stars if some moron buys it?
We don't need that $2,500
TV,
but we want it.
I like that idea of a sort of registry, and then
basically
that way,
what we do. Yeah.
Because let's be honest, I do like to open presents. I like to open. I'm a 50-year-old man. I'm like, I like opening presents.
It's also more like if you found a sweatshirt or a jacket that you wanted.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just say, hey, there was this black jacket at Viore that I would like.
Yeah, I would. I probably would. Well,
then you're probably not going to get it
at this time of year. At this time of year, it's different. Like
I'm
now,
saying, if you linked the exact jacket, then they would know exactly which one you want.
It's true.
Rather than there was a sweatshirt. They're like, well, okay, I went to Viore. They had 40 sweatshirts to choose from. Which one did he want?
Yeah, she's so good with gifts, man. She is such an elite gift giver. An elite gift giver. Listens throughout the year, remembers what I want. Maybe that's the problem. I'm not picking up those year-long signals.
Yeah.
Also, and we know this, if you're married, you know that your wife, more than anything in the world, her number one wish is, I don't want to ask you. I want you to either have listened or I want you to actually read my mind.
Of course.
I want you to look inside me. Whoa. That's different. That's a different night altogether. I want you to look into my eyes, stare at me, and know through ESP, this is what I want. I also want to trick you into maybe buying something sexist and what's the word I'm looking for? Misogynistic. So that then I can throw it in your face.
I believe that they are emitting the subtlest of clues about what they want. The subtlest.
So subtle.
Of clues over months' time.
Like if they say, oh, my foot hurts. Immediately you're supposed to go, I need to get her new Hoka running shoes, right? Yeah. I need to then remember her size. Okay, got that. You need to really be dialed in and picking it up. This is on us.
Somebody's getting some fuzzy socks.
I bought her last year. You know me. I'm on Instagram. I'm all whacked out on Ambien last year. This girl walks in the room. It's a cold day. The husband goes, look what I got you. And it was like a full-on zip-up Snuggie, up to here with a hood. This woman runs at her body temperature is about 66 degrees at all times. She's never warm, always cold, sleeps with a heater blanket on. I've told you about full terry cloth sweatsuit, full burlap robe, and a heater blanket. This is every night. So I'm like, who wouldn't want this? I'm zooted out of my mind on Ambien. Buy this big old comfy, cozy Snuggie. It comes, I wrap it, the whole thing. She's like, send it back. I was like, So
seems like a perfect idea.
Yeah. So even as I'm picking up all these clues and knowing she's always cold, this will crush. She hated it. Hated it and sent it back immediately. And guess what? I kept the money. She's like, you can send it back and keep the money. I'm like, all right, cool. So these are the things then. Here we are. We're only what? How many weeks out from Christmas are we? 4?
4.5.
4.5? I think we need to get our S together. All of us. I haven't bought one gift yet.
We talked about doing something where, because we both don't really have a whole lot that we're even asking for. It's like, don't go buy something just to buy something. Like, quite frankly, if you see something you want, just get it now. We're fine with that. We were like coming up with like maybe a list of like a handful of items. Where you both, it's like, okay, something that she can wear, something that she needs around the house,
right?
Something that she needs for work,
right?
Something like that. And then we all have like a little bit of a criteria, and it's like, okay, cool, that's fun.
But I do feel like every man, we should be coming up with at least one gift per Christmas that says, oh my God, you were listening. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You need to have one gift at Christmas that absolutely knocks her socks off, right? And like, I can't go out and buy her a Rolex or anything like that, but like there should be something there that she opens and goes, babe, that is so thoughtful. It's so thoughtful. You know what my wife really wants? You know what her number one gift is? She wants
a mop.
A very professional mop, like the ones that would.
I show up.
I show up Christmas morning with the yellow bucket. Here you go, as you've always wanted. Paulie, she would attack me with a knife. You know what she wants?
Get the sign that says "Caution, slippery."
Yeah,
Cuidado.
Yeah,
Cuidado.
She wants me to. She wants more than anything. She saw it on some famous guy. She wants the wedding ring tattoo. She wants the tattooed wedding ring.
She wants
me
to get tattooed.
She wants me to get tattooed like a dog urinating on his mark. And for multiple reasons, I'm like, all right. The main reason, though, is that it will hurt. That's the number one reason I think that I'm scared to do it. If I got it, I think I'm out of buying her presents for like 5 years. I think that's like the only thing she wants, and I haven't done it. I think it'll hurt on the finger. What if I do a very thin line? Just very thin.
If you're going to do anything, might as well just do it.
Big, thick wedding tattoo. Yeah. So that's what she wants. But we need to be listening, guys. It's that time of year. If you haven't already, you're already behind the 8 ball. You're way behind the 8 ball. You only got a month left. And now you're going to be cramming for the test.
So my wife's birthday is next week. So I got to get through birthday, then play, like anything that's a Christmas gift. Anything that could be a Christmas gift, I'm like, is that a birthday gift?
That's tough too.
Got to balance those out.
I think for me, when inevitably I don't come up with that perfect idea, what really stresses me out actually is
spending money. We know.
No, it's how to get started. Because I'll sit there. Do I just walk around the mall? I hate doing that. Like try to find something like randomly walk around the mall until inspiration strikes. That never works.
You want to talk about the most worthless pilgrimage of all time? Is that one?
So worthless.
It's worthless. So you get a nice lunch and you sit there for a while by yourself and you're like, hey, this is nice. Christmas music, people around. It's beautiful. Nothing
happens. Nothing happens when you walk around the mall. Or you can sit in front of your computer online and just start going, gifts for wife. Google, enter the search term. And that doesn't do any good either. There's no real good way to start the process of buying something when you have no idea.
Ladies, just tell us what you want.
Here's my question.
Tell us what you want.
You watch TV right now, any commercial break is going to have at least 2 to 3 car commercials. It's the holiday season, and you see the family is opening presents, and then
the wife.
You look out the window, and Dad shows up in a new BMW,
the new Lex.
And I go, I understand holiday sales. I understand how marketing works. Does anybody do you know anyone in your life that ever surprised somebody, a family member, with a $60,000 car?
You know that $60,000. What do you get? $80,000,
$90,000 now. Like you're right.
You know, it's my greatest fantasy. Both of them. One to be able to get it, but one to also give it. And knowing my wife, she would walk outside and go, "Oh no, I don't like Land Rovers. This thing cost me a fortune."
I think I would be more like,
I'm happy in mine.
You made a $100,000 investment
without talking about me. You made a major family life decision.
Without even drive it? Does it turn on?
I don't think I would care if it was something I really wanted. Like there's a couple cars out there that if I got, I'd be like, running out, dancing on the cover of it like the Whitesnake video. Like I would be so happy. But I mean, she would not. It would have to be something like really sick, like the sickest thing imaginable, because she's really happy in her car. So,
like, we're thinking about getting a new dog here pretty soon.
Yeah.
If I did the whole show up Christmas morning and I picked out the new dog
in a box, she'd kill you.
I'd be like, "Are you insane?"
Yeah, mine too. I could never just bring a cat home.
Why would we not? We didn't get to do that together.
Right.
Like, are you kidding me? You made a major decision.
Basically, what we're trying to say is that we can't win, and we are going to try again. We're going to keep trying, but we really can't win at this point. So,
you guys have decorations up yet?
No. I think we're going to start. We bought a new tree that's going to be shipped to us, and it hasn't come yet. So as soon as that comes, and
fake tree,
fake tree, and it'll be here we'll have it for a long time. It's awesome. It's huge. Like all the lights and everything is great. Like
I don't know a lot of people that still go with the real trees anymore.
I'd like to, but
I'm not nothing against it.
Nothing against either for me. Like whatever's convenient for you and yours.
Until last year, we always went with the real tree. We also had a fake tree. So we had 2 trees for a while.
Yeah.
And last year we finally decided
just go with the fake.
Let's just put up the fake one.
Yeah. So we'll do that one. And then the people do it like, we do it the day after Thanksgiving. Hannah's like, we're going to do it as soon as that thing hits the front porch. And I said, that's fine. My
tree's been up for 10 days.
I feel a little weird walking in my home right now, and it's not real holiday.
It's the best.
Specific.
We did it like a week and a half ago, and you walk in and the lights are on. Everything just feels ridiculously different.
It feels better,
homey and just comfortable.
It's cozy.
Winter, and I'm like, this doesn't have to only be for December. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I actually am in favor of like November 1st through the holiday season, because it does make me feel better. The lights and just feels great. I love the holiday
getting darker
season.
Out earlier. It feels better. It's different.
Feels better, 100%. All right, man. Well, get your S together, fellas out there, because you're running out of time. That's my PSA to you this morning.
All right, we will set the menu for the program when we come back. Glad everyone's here with us on a Thursday, not a Friday, Woods. Getting started with Ben and Woods and Paul. Get our first check of traffic with Kelly Danick, and then we are off and running here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 000-466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
Feels like a lot of the time, one of our first spots of the day is to talk about 7 Mile Casino, which I actually like because it's a 24/7 option in San Diego. It's a town that doesn't have a lot of 24/7 options, but not everybody's on the same schedule. If you're looking for a place to hang out right now, 6:25 in the morning, you can go play some California-style blackjack, Texas Hold'em, Pai Gow poker, or baccarat any time of the day, any day of the week.
That's right. They got all the card games that you're looking to play. They don't have slot machines. So if you like slots, hey, look, I'm not judging you. I just don't like hearing them when I'm in there playing cards. They can get a little bit annoying. It's a smoke-free environment as well. It's clean. It's bright. It's airy. It doesn't feel like a card room. It feels more like a card warehouse. Does that make sense? It's not quite a room. It's like it's way bigger than a room, not quite as big of a warehouse.
Has a drab connotation.
That's true. You're right.
This is not
cathedral. Like a card cathedral. And best part, just 7 minutes from downtown.
A bit of a holy experience when you walk in, for sure.
Absolutely.
No long drive out to the East County. Braving the dangerous roads during rains. Coming up this weekend again, looking for a place to play inside, indoor activities. Check it out. 7 Mile Casino in Chula Vista, just 7 minutes from downtown.
and this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
If you open your San Diego Union Tribune sports section this morning, if anyone actually even receives the hard copy of the paper anymore, if you go online to the sports section of the Union Tribune and you click on their lead story, the number one story right now, the first two words of that story are Stephen Woods.
Oh, what did I do?
Which surprised me.
Has been arrested.
Because I click on all the stories and I go, well, Stephen Woods.
I know him.
The first two words of this story. That can't be good. But it was actually good. It was very touching. Jeff Sanders, one of their baseball writers, had a piece about Randy Jones, who of course passed away yesterday. Happened while we were on the air. It was a very, very tough day, but for the most part, sharing memories of Randy with people all day long was quite enjoyable. Talking about Randy just always brings a smile to all of our faces. And it sounds like you brought a smile to Jeff's face as well when you shared some of your stories about Randy for this piece, because he led right off the lead. Stephen Woods had thrown 15 innings in 3 days, so a heavy arm made it hard for the Ben and Woods co-host to find the strike zone the deeper he got into Padres fantasy camp. Still, as far as Randy Jones was concerned, there was no safe spaces on a baseball field. He would drive by in his car and yell, "Woodsy, Think you'll ever throw an effing strike? Woodsy recalled with a laugh. He loved to heckle me. Then he'd put his arm around you. He made you feel so special.
Every time.
That's very nice.
Every
Woods.
time, man. Jeff reached out right after the show yesterday and DM'd me and said, hey, I'm imagining you've been at every camp. I bet you got some good Randy Jones stories. I said, yeah, here's my number. I said, I'll be in the car in 5 minutes. Give me a call. So I chatted with Jeff for about 15 minutes. Great dude. And had no idea. I mean, I knew some stories would make it in there. I had no idea that I would look down. Paulie said it last night. I was like, whoa, it freaked me out. You
had mentioned that Jeff reached out, so I had an idea that might be coming and that you might be in that article. And I saw it was posted. I started reading it, or when I opened it, I was sitting on the couch and went, whoa.
Yeah, it freaked me out when you sent it to me. It really did. But no, I mean, he was great. He loved to do that. I mean, that's how, like, a lot of us, I love to heckle and I love to also give love, and he was a great example of that. And he would wear me out, but it wasn't just me. It was everyone. He'd wear everyone out there. Like, you got to get a hit ever. I'd be on deck, he's like, oh boy, here comes a ground out to short. I'm like, will you shut up, please? I'm already like a mental case.
He was the master of the endearing insult.
Correct.
Which is a weird concept when you think about it. Just relentlessly make fun of other people and heckle. Normally we'd say,
get away with it.
Well, that's the sign of a bully, like a big jerk who all they do is make fun of other people.
He always did it with a smile.
And Randy did it all the time.
Yeah.
And you loved it when he did it. You just loved it when he made fun of you.
Yep.
Because he was so good at it, and he did it with a twinkle in his eye.
You almost felt bad if he didn't.
Exactly.
And
what was wrong with you?
So I knew he was going to heckle me. And there'd be times he'd drive by on his cart, and I would be like this. Like making sure he saw me so that he could heckle me. Does that make sense? Like, hey, come on. It's like a dog. Like you want to be petted. Like, so, hey, I'm right here. I'm on deck. If you need anything, I'm right here.
Look how dumb I look.
Look how stupid I look. He was one of one, man. He was one of one. And I think it was the first year of fantasy camp. We had 2 teams, and each team had like 11 guys. And like, who pitches on our team? I raised my hand. They're like, all right, well, you're going to pitch. I threw a complete game the first day. And then the next day, they're like, can you go? I was like, sure. And then the next day,
you're a regular Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
I was in hell. And this is what, 7-8 years ago. So
20.
Little less tread on the arm. I mean, I was throwing 50 miles an hour up there by the last day. I was just like, I'm just trying to throw strikes and get ground balls to hit the Paulie so we can get outs. But it was, I would just be dangling. And he'd be there busting my balls the whole time. I'm like, you never threw 3 days in a row, starter, take 4 days off. Yeah, but I threw 130 pitches, most of them strikes. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, your arm wouldn't hurt so bad if you threw more strikes. Yeah, also very fair.
Not wrong.
I loved reading just other people's memories as well of his career. Of course, I never got to see Randy pitch. He was retired when I was still very young. I think 1980 was his last season. If I did, I don't really remember it, but I've heard him tell some of the stories before, but first batter, Willie Mays of his big league career, gave up a home run. First start, Hank Aaron gave up a home run.
Good God.
Got it out of the way very quickly, but also, came out of those first couple of experiences feeling that I can get these guys out on this level. I can do it. And the story that I think one of them that Jeff wrote was in Marie, his wife, who's fantastic. And heart goes out to Marie this morning. Love Marie. Yeah. She didn't believe it. She goes, really? You can get these guys out? I don't know about that. Because she would do the same thing. She was perfect for him because she would also
bust his balls.
Exactly.
Did you hear Darren Smith's story?
I don't think so. No.
So he posted a story yesterday on his podcast, and he knew Randy very well, very, very well. Did pre and post and all that with him for years. Him and Nev, I think, and there was a picture.
Flan.
That's right. And Nev, there was a picture too. Funny, I'd like to see the old pictures of Darren when he had like the skater haircut. It freaks me out. Like when I see it, I'm like, boy, that is as 90s as it gets. Like puddle of mud, Darren Smith. But he was
out from the East Coast.
Yeah, long hair. So he was in Vegas, and he sees Pete Rose signing autographs, and he kind of walks up. He's like, hey, Pete, I've met you before. I work with Randy Jones. And he said, Pete Rose looks up and he goes, Randy Jones. I would have had 5,000 hits if it wasn't for that guy. I was like, oh, what an elite comment and story. But
you can even get Pete Rose to say something nice and magnanimous. You must have been something special.
you must have been good, man. Just drove him crazy. So yeah, I was thinking about him driving in this morning, and it was a cool thing to see my name in the paper, though. I can't deny that was pretty cool.
Coming up on the program today, Throwback Thursday. Paulie will have some clips for us from past years of the show. We'll talk more about some of the big stories in baseball. Obviously, Evan Drellick's piece about labor relations, also the media deal. We talked a little bit about it yesterday. Everyone was asking me questions. What does this mean for the Padres? ESPN taking over, the broadcast for the San Diego Padres. I think ultimately, right now at least, not that much. In the future, it could be a big game changer. But got a new story this morning. It's called Rob Manfred's $1 billion mistake that he made for Major League Baseball. And we'll talk more about the media deals
cool.
Coming up as well.
Keep crushing it.
Got our
Stay hot.
regular features. Don't do this. Real or fake on a Throwback Thursday. Chance to qualify for a trip to Las Vegas. Our biggest fan contest. Our Reindl Report. And an NFL threesome in our 9 o'clock hour as well. Looking ahead to the football weekend coming up. Let's check traffic, though, and talk a little baseball on the other side here with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Park 101 in Carlsbad, North County's football headquarters. Our morning's off to kind of a busy start here. Got a crash on westbound King Freeway before the 5. It's being moved over to the right shoulder. Also, accident on southbound 125 past the King Freeway. This car hit the center divide. Up ahead for H Street, another accident. This one's over to the right shoulder. South 5 Coastline, right before Poinsettia. Got a stalled car in the center divide and clearing a crash out of lanes on southbound 15, right around Camino del Norte. Football is back, and Park 101 in Coastal Carlsbad is your game day headquarters. 10,000 square feet, 19 TVs, Bills Backers Club specials, cocktails, and ice cold beer. Park 101 at Carlsbad Village, North County's home for football. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All guests on Ben and Woods appear on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. I know Paulie reached out to Andrew Marchand of The Athletic, reports on media and business.
The Athletic now?
He is at The Athletic now because I'm reading his piece in The Athletic right at this moment about
it was the New York Post or something.
He has worked for a number of Sports Business Journal. He's worked for a number of different outlets.
He's good.
But this piece in The Athletic is about Rob Manfred's nearly $1 billion mistake, which most of us don't get to make $1 billion mistake and keep our jobs.
Most of us don't get to make a $300 mistake and keep our jobs.
So when they negotiated the last media rights deal with ESPN, it was Rob Manfred who insisted on including an opt-out for Major League Baseball. And because of that, ESPN and their top executive, their chairman, Jimmy Pitaro, said, okay, but then we want to have an opt-out as well. And Rob Manfred said, sure. So last year rolls around, and you'll remember ESPN is the one that exercised their opt-out in the contract. Had there been no opt-out, ESPN would have been on the hook for about $1.65 billion in rights fees over the next 3 years. But once ESPN opted out and they just completed the renegotiation for the next 3 years, it's only going to be about $750 million total, which means Major League Baseball, with that opt-out, cost themselves about $900 million in rights fees because the market, had changed for Major League Baseball with all the contraction of the local, the Bally Sports and everything. It just wasn't in the same place.
So instead of just not giving them an opt-out, they're going to get $1.65 billion.
Right, and just would have written out the contract 3 more years. ESPN would have had to pay $1.65 billion total.
So he opts out, and then he has to go scrambling for Netflix, NBC, Peacock,
and back to ESPN,
with a renegotiation,
much lower price point.
Oh my God, that's terrible business.
It is
terrible business.
And
so it's so funny because I don't think any of us in here, or even a lot of us listening, I don't think any of us really like the ESPN product as it pertains to baseball. I think it's gone downhill, and that's not normally something that I notice, or that's not how I'm wired. Like, I don't notice or really care about that for the most part. I'm more of a functional, let's watch the game. But it's gotten so bad that I complain about a lot of stuff. That's not really something you hear me complain a lot about. It's terrible. It's terrible. Sunday Night Baseball has really gone down the drain from what we were used to, and it's been terrible.
And now it's going away.
When they opted
in favor
out
of NBC Sunday Night Baseball under
right.
this new deal.
So when ESPN opted out, I was like, woohoo, that's great news, great news. But you just said they're back with ESPN2 in a different capacity.
Yeah, they're going to have Thursday night games.
That's right.
And, of course, they're putting together the package for the local teams, including the San Diego Padres. I'm still not 100% sure, but from everything that I've been told, there's really not going to be much change
I've heard that before.
When it comes to the production or where you can find Padres games. The only thing that really changes is maybe where you're sending your money to ESPN rather than directly to Major League Baseball for Padres.tv or MLB.tv, and potentially, where you sign up. But in the long run, you're still going to probably be able to get the games either MLB app, streaming to your TV through Padres.tv, or on your regular local cable or satellite or streaming provider, whether it's Cox or Spectrum or DirecTV. Where you were watching the games last season for the San Diego Padres is probably where you will be watching them again with the same announcers who are employed by the team. That is a Padres decision. That is not expected to change according to everything that I've heard and seen reported in the last 24 hours as well. So for the fans, you may not notice a huge difference.
I disagree. Well, at least in the production.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the part of the article that makes me laugh. MLB now has national deals with Fox, TNT Sports, ESPN, NBC, Apple, and Netflix. It's too many, but they are the right types of places. This is a step forward considering Manfred and MLB did an exclusive Sunday morning deal with Roku for a paltry $10 million last year for some reason. It's now headed back to its original home of Peacock. Meanwhile, Amazon Prime Video, YouTube, and maybe Paramount-powered CBS Sports could have an interest in the Fall Classic when those rights come up for negotiation. There's too many options. And you as a consumer, if you really love baseball, you're going to have 7 places again where you're going to have to subscribe to, get cable for, sign up for YouTube TV, whatever it may be. There's just too many places. Yeah. And I think inherently, like, if you're a business and you can make money from one place, that's great. If you can make money from 10 places, I think you have to do it, but it does make it tougher on the consumer.
So this is directly from the San Diego Padres. Adam just sent this and said, they said we could share it with our tier ones. Said the Cliff Notes version for the 2026 season, nothing really changes for Padres TV. ESPN is strictly an additional streaming option. Our Padres.tv is still where we send people. In fact, you have an account, you can just renew and all is set. Or if you sign up for a new account, you can do it there. Basically, ESPN Streams another place you can buy it. It's going to be the same production, though, by MLB Media. We've done the last 2.5 years. ESPN's not even involved. So it sounds like everything is pretty much going to be the same. Directors, producers, probably graphics, unless they decide to update them on their own, and announcers. Those will all be handled again by the Padres and Major League Baseball the way they've been done since Bally Sports went away.
I don't have YouTube TV, but I know a lot of people do, and I know that that's always been an issue. YouTube TV never allowed to get at least the Padres, and I know a lot of other live sports. So now that YouTube TV and Disney, they finally reached that agreement in the last week, will you be able to watch Padres games on YouTube TV? Because ESPN and Disney are available to YouTube TV.
That handshake deal I heard was done. They got it. YouTube TV and Disney, they're all everything.
Yeah, that's
as of
done.
like a few days ago. I had a friend text me.
You couldn't watch Padres on YouTube TV last season.
Right?
Season. Could that change because of the relationship? I don't know that the two.
I know a lot of people have YouTube TV. And
I don't
a lot
know
of people
that the
get
two are
frustrated
related
every year.
They may still need a separate agreement, a Padres.tv agreement to get it on YouTube TV.
Well, look, we've said it before. Like, the way that I'm wired is I will support what I will support what my team needs. If my team needs me to sign up to Padres.tv and Hulu to watch their games, I'm going to do it.
You will, but it sounds like you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
If you already watched Padres games last year
on Cox,
either can renew what your monthly or your yearly subscription if you got it through Padres TV, or if you were already watching on Cox or Spectrum or DirecTV, You will simply continue to watch it in that way, and you won't have to do anything.
Okay.
So really, other than maybe a renewal, a yes, or an inaction, don't stop charging me. I want to just keep going.
Keep going.
Doesn't sound like you're going to have to do anything at all, and the changes are going to be almost non-existent.
Do you agree with this sentiment from Bavacqua Fina? It's the same thing Preller did. Manny would have never signed his original contract without the opt-out. ESPN only signed their contract because they knew they could opt out.
No. They had already agreed on the contract. It was Manfred who wanted
the opt-out. Thinking, hey, if baseball is rolling and super healthy, we can even make more than 1.65.
And ESPN smartly Manfred said he wanted an opt-out, well, if you get one, then we get one. And Major League Baseball agreed to that, and that was what was exercised. Now, after the fact, MLB said, well, we're also opting out, but that was more of the, if you're going to do it, we're going to do it too. But they wouldn't have opted out. They would have kept the same deal for the next 3 years because no one willingly gives up $1 billion. I think that's pretty clear.
It would certainly appear that they did, though.
But yeah, they unwillingly gave up the $1 billion.
That was a calculated roll of the dice that crapped out.
They can spin it in some positive ways. I think the change to NBC Sunday Night Baseball might end up being a really positive,
100%
good development, and that was made available because of this new negotiation, a new 3-year deal that wouldn't have been possible without the opt-out. So they are going to expand to, another platform. Maybe it's too many, as you just suggested earlier, but you're going to find it. We'll find NBC Sunday Night Baseball. Padres, I assume, will feature a few times over the course of the year. They've become a franchise that is somewhat desirable for those, national TV dates. Back in the, 10 years ago, Padres, you never on Sunday Night Baseball. I mean, it was rare, very rare. Nowadays, you can expect to see them every 5-6 weeks. They'll hit, Padres-Dodgers game, a Padres interleague matchup against a sexy opponent like the Red Sox or the Yankees. Those will be featured on, national Sunday night games. So I would imagine we will see some NBC Peacock games for the Padres this year.
Rob Manfred also talked about the Padres yesterday. I don't know if you see this, saw this quote. He said, quote, "It's a really appealing franchise. They've done a great job building a fan base. The in-ballpark experience in San Diego is probably one of our best. They've got some great players. I expect there will be people that will be interested in buying." That's the most vanilla statement you can possibly make. But yeah, that's kind of what we're all hoping for.
Yeah, they're at the owners' meetings right now, a couple days where the owners get together at the start of the season and discuss things, and that's where Manfred was speaking about the TV issues and got asked about the San Diego Padres sale. If he had said anything else, I would have been shocked.
Correct.
Padres should be an attractive. He wouldn't say that about the
Marlins or anybody.
No, there's a lot of good things to like about that franchise. Should be plenty of buyers. You don't want to say otherwise, but I do think he's correct when he says Padres are an attractive franchise. A lot of good players, great experience, great ballpark experience.
Yep, we all know. We know all of that.
And people will be interested in buying this team. I think he is being honest about that. All right, we are 1 hour in the books. We'll come back.
Wow, that was a fast hour.
Paulie's already got some Throwback Thursday content. 2 words for you. Blue moon.
Your childhood fantasies make me sad.
Coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. One day later, the SDSU loss to Troy is not looking any better.
No, it still stings.
It really does.
Maybe you sleep on it for a while, you feel a little bit better. No.
Mark Zeeler wrote, how bad was it? Bad. Really, really bad. There's really no margin for error now for SDSU going forward. They can't lose any more bad games.
Yeah,
they have like 11 more quad 3 and quad 4 games on their schedule.
What quad was this one?
This is 3. That was a quad 3 loss. Not as bad as a quad 4, but it's going to go on the resume as a black mark in March. Now, you can offset
and
that.
Now we'll be following how Troy does all year, hoping they win some games.
Yeah, but they'd have to climb so far to climb into quad 2. Now, if you had lost on the road to Troy, it wouldn't have been as big of a difference. But losing on your home court pretty much assures that's going to be a bad loss at the end of the season. Now, you can offset that with some good wins, but where are the potential good wins for San Diego State on their schedule? Where Monday would be amazing. Number 7 Michigan on a neutral court, that would be a quad 1 win if you could get it, but Michigan is loaded with trees. I mean, their shortest guy is like 6'9". So it's going to be a slog underneath. You're going to need Magoon to play as well or better than he did in his last game, even to have a chance. But if you don't get that one, where else do you have quad 1 games coming up?
Arizona.
Well, there's one next month against Arizona, and it's going to be a heck of an opportunity because the Arizona Wildcats right now are probably the number 1 team in the country. They have they're not ranked number 1, they're ranked number 4, but they've already beaten the number 3 team twice. They beat Florida to open the season, and then when UConn replaced Florida at number 3, they beat them last night. They also beat number 15 UCLA. They're 5-0 and have the most impressive resume of any team in college basketball, and that's the other big opportunity that San Diego State has in their non-conference schedule. And then when you get into the conference, there'll be a couple of road games that are quad 1, maybe at Utah State or at Boise State.
I feel like you're disrespecting Whittier a lot right now.
But those of course are
and Lamar
altitude games, always tough games to win in the Mountain West. I just don't know.
Oh boy,
Lamar.
No, altitude
games.
Your favorite
altitude games are tough.
Run differential, altitude. Your 2 biggest bugaboos, I would say.
This is the last year with pretty much altitude games for San Diego State. When they leave for the Pac-12, altitude mostly goes away. They'll still have to go to Utah State. But
remember, now I'm 50 years old. So when I went to Colorado last year, walking up 12 steps, I was dying. Can't imagine playing an entire basketball game.
Can't breathe.
Coach, I'm good for a minute tonight. I'll give you everything I got for a solid minute.
When I went to Denver a couple of years ago, we toured. It was in November, so the concerts were all done.
Yeah.
But we got to tour Red Rocks. It's an open park.
Those stairs.
We were walking those stairs, bro. I was like, holy crap. And you get out on the stage and you're like looking up the rest of the stairs, and you're like, if you had tickets up there, you're like, no.
And they're like, hey, let's walk it up. You're like, I'm good. I can see it from here. I'm so happy just looking at this view here. I'm telling you, we had to walk from the ski lift, and my father-in-law, who likes to do this to me, by the way, he's also struggling, but he wants to watch me struggle. He's like, we're just going to walk to the house today. I looked at him. I was like, are you out of your mind? It's straight uphill and like 300 yards. There's no way. I'm making it. No, I get it. The altitude is a bear. It is a bear.
So those are your quad 1 opportunities, and those are the ones that have the biggest impression when they're putting together the seeds for the NCAA tournament at the end of the season. So, Monday's a big game
I think it's
against
important
Michigan.
To reiterate, you said it the other day after the loss, but keep in mind last year that win against Creighton and Houston in particular in Vegas, that was the difference maker of the season.
The whole season. Yep.
They would not have made the NCAA tournament had they not beaten Houston.
And they didn't have a bad loss before that going into that tournament?
No, they didn't. Their bad loss came against UNLV later in the season.
Yeah.
That was their worst loss last year. You can survive
in conference.
Yeah, it was in conference. You can survive one, but you'd like to have it, wait until later in the season. You maybe got some players hurt, whatever. Now they've already gotten it, and there's really no margin for error the rest of the way. It's a dangerous spot to be for San Diego State. Now, you can always win your conference tournament and still make the NCAAs at the end of the season.
It's
But
a tough road, man.
You don't want to put yourself in that position. Remember, listen, at 9 a.m. this morning, we'll have the latest, biggest fan name announcement for a chance to qualify for a night in our Odyssey suite at a future Padres game with all of the fan staff and 20 of your friends, catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. You can register your name right now at 973thefansd.com/biggest-fan in order to potentially have your name called. Before we get to DDT and some of our other features, Paulie, it is Throwback Thursday, and he's pulled another one from the archives.
Yeah, this one was, I think, 3 years ago, right around this time of year. I don't really have to set it up. We were just talking, and Ben decided to lay this gem on us.
You know the Blue Moon song that I referenced, that one?
Yeah.
For some reason, I made it my mission to be able to sing that one, the doo-wop version of that.
Right now.
Go ahead and turn that down.
All right, everyone. Made it my mission, by the way.
Bump it, bump it, bump it, bump bump it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, ding dong ding. Blue moon, blue moon, blue moon. Dip to dip to dip, blue, 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 blue moon. Dip to dip to dip, blue, 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 blue moon. Dip to dip to dip, bump it, bump it, bump it, bump bump it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, ding dong ding. Blue moon.
I can't even look at him. I did not look at him one time.
I don't know why
I
I just
looked
wanted to
down.
be able to do
I had to
that.
look away.
I had to look away. He just threw it out there, too. Like, he unzipped his pants and was like, check this out.
Hey,
Look at this.
I've done it in the car about 17,000 times, so I thought, why not just do it on the show for once?
1961, the Marcells. Blue Moon.
It's like, sometimes it's like working with an alien. Like, I look over and he's like, yeah. You should have revealed that like the day we met.
Sorry.
No. Like all these, it's good. It's inherently, it's a good thing. It always makes me insane. I honest to God, I lay in bed at night and I go, what hasn't he told me that I'm waiting for? Like every week there's the waterbed. Then I got the waterbed a couple weeks ago. I did not know, but my man here actively,
damn near 9 years together. And it's
actively sought out and wanted
Not
a waterbed.
everyone had a waterbed at some point in their lives.
Nope.
Male porn stars did, all of them, every single one of them, and you had them.
Dirk Diggler, and Ben Higgins,
John Holmes, TT Boy, all of them.
Ben
They all
Higgins.
had waterbeds, and you. I wonder if your parents had a private conversation because I'm assuming you went to because no kid goes out and buys his own bed.
No.
So you said, "Hey, mom, dad, I'd like a waterbed." And oh, okay, darling. And I wonder if later that night, as they were getting into bed, did your dad look at your mom and go, "Is he okay? Should we be worried?" And your mom goes, "No,
Well,
it's Ben. Let's just trust
him." It
him."
wasn't like on a whim, like I had seen it on a television. I was like at
The mall.
a mall, and they had one. I laid on it. I go, "This is amazing." Right? That was the origin of wanting waterbed.
And you're so innocent, you didn't realize it was all curvy.
No, exactly. I just thought this is amazing.
Oh God, this feels so good.
It's cool. Like it's
just sloshing around.
Sloshing
in the
around.
mall.
If you're a hot sleeper, it's a nice cool because the water is kind of cool and it's. I just felt like very comfortable in the waterbed.
Because I remember my uncle had one, and we're talking 1980, right? 1980. My uncle had one. My aunt had one, and I would spend the night over at my grandparents'. I'd sleep on my aunt's waterbed. You never had a good night's sleep ever. It was moving like.
I think my cousin had one. It was cool to see.
It's cool
one,
to
I guess,
see
like,
it
the first time.
and to like push
And, like,
on it.
feel
Like,
yeah. You're like it's not comfortable.
You're like, I'm
It's
glad it's not mine, but this is funny to have.
It did pose a problem when you'd roll over in your sleep,
Yes.
and then you'd fall into the
crevasse
between the side and the actual waterbed. You find yourself trapped. You wake up and
You're
you're trapped in between the side of the mattress and the side of the bed that's keeping it in.
I do remember too. The sheet would always come off
Oh,
because
yeah,
it was made of real slick.
Well, it was very hard to get
under. You couldn't lift the big
get it
heavy
all the way under. That was a problem.
So you wake up and you're on that vinyl.
You had to. It's like a big, like an inner tube, but not air.
Right.
So there's like a spout, and you have to put the hose and fill it. And then you always had to put in like some sort of treatment because
so
you
it
didn't
wouldn't
want
stink.
You didn't want the water to start growing bacteria and stuff. So it was definitely more trouble than it was worth.
Who filled your waterbed?
I did it a couple of times. I mean, you had to.
Did you have to empty it?
Yeah, every once in a while.
How did you empty it? One bucket at a time?
Trying to
Because you couldn't
remember.
drag. I think it was 7,000 pounds
at that point. Yeah, you have to like pump it out or something. But it's probably more trouble than it's worth.
Minus the probably. Okay. Do you sleep well on it? No, not at all. Is it sightly? No, it's not sightly at all.
I slept well on it.
You're also you can sleep on anything.
True.
Anything, anywhere, anytime.
I wouldn't do
the
it
hardest. The only person I know that could literally sleep on a bed of nails would be Ben Higgins. He would lay down and he would pass out. Yeah, and pass out on a bed of nails. It's one of my favorite stories. Your sister looked at me like she couldn't wait to tell me. You do have a sister, by the way. I met her.
Right.
Her name's Maggie. And she said, do you know he had a waterbed for like 8 to 10 years? And I almost dropped my drink. I almost dropped my drink at your party. You're unbelievable. So how much more is
I don't
there?
have a sister.
How much more is there that you have?
I honestly don't know.
And then the Stairmaster next to the waterbed. This is the greatest night of my life.
Forgot about the
Stairmaster
already.
Is that that's elliptical? What's the you just walk up and
it's walking upstairs. It's like an escalator going down, and you're going.
I thought
up
about it after we found out about the Stairmaster. You love the Peloton now.
He loves the Peloton.
You like a stationary workout.
You
I
love
a stationary.
God, you do not like to. You like to move, but you don't like to move.
I've done treadmills. I've done Stairmasters. I've done exercise.
The elliptical.
Do you like the elliptical?
I've done it before. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've never owned one, but I've done it at the gym before.
When I do it, I feel like I'm a 75-year-old man.
Cross-country skier, you know.
It's allegedly pretty good for you, but I can't bring myself to do it.
I think for me, I mean, I don't like running. I don't, I enjoy walking on the golf course.
Yep.
Walk's fine, but I don't like exercising outdoors for the most part.
No, I'm not a big outdoors exerciser. What about a rowing machine?
I love a rowing
But
machine.
what I really,
used to hate
what
it.
I
I like it
really
now.
like is a digital readout.
You love a digital.
I like
readout.
seeing my stats.
Your output.
I like my output. It motivates me. Like I actually, clock the numbers, watch the numbers, track the numbers.
You'd be a really good hitting coach if you knew anything about hitting.
Yeah,
you would, because you like that numbers, the digital readouts. No, here's what you need to do. Speaking of hitting coaches, everybody in Major League Baseball is filling out their coaching staff, and we are not. I saw the Giants they went and swiped. You see this? They went and grabbed Vitello's pitching coach from Tennessee. The people in Tennessee, they're in the weirdest position because they lost their.
That surprises me.
They lost their beloved head coach, who does no wrong. So he goes to the Giants. I think he's now brought over 2 coaches from his staff, including the pitching coach.
If I'm a Giants fan, I'm going like, one's enough. Let's stop.
I kind of agree.
Let's stop bringing up college coaches.
The college guys.
You get one,
but he's not. He's an older guy. He's not like a college kid.
All right, that's fair enough, and it's fair that Vitello is going to want at least some of his own guys on his staff. He doesn't want to just show up and like, hey, nice to meet all my coaches here for the first time when he gets to spring training. So you bring some of your own people, and I'm sure Craig Stammen will get to decide. Have some input on a bench coach, I'm sure. They've already announced Brian Esposito is going to be reassigned, I believe, in the organization to something else, so Stammen can pick his bench coach. That'll be someone he trusts. Hopefully it's someone, that can offer a bit of coaching experience where, the areas that Craig Stammen lacks.
I would love if he hired like an ex-big league manager to be his bench coach.
I would too.
There's a bunch of them out there. I
wonder who were Craig Stammen's
I don't know.
Big league managers over the years. Obviously the ones with the Padres, but then when he was with the Washington Nationals, like Dave Martinez probably, or someone like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's interested.
He's with the Guardians too as well.
So there's I'm sure he's run into guys that he's had relationships with over the years. As I mentioned before, they may have already decided, and we may not know or hear about it for a while on who the coaching. I don't think they're.
It's hard to keep
twiddling their thumbs. It is hard to keep some of that information from getting out.
But like I said all year, man, like I think I do think it's really important that they nail the offensive, whatever they want to call it now, the offensive coordinator or the hitting coordinator. I do feel it's very important that they nail that, and I'll go so far as to say, Benny, I think it has to be one that is a little bit splashy instead of just like, oh, We took the Royals minor league coordinator that no one's ever. I think it needs to be someone that is kind of on the new analytical wave that could potentially change some things about hitting at Petco Park, change some mindsets, get guys to buy in. Listen, it's the year 2025. I'm under no illusion, and I've heard this from several people. A lot of these guys have their own guys. A lot of them do, right? A lot of them have their own guys. I know of several Padres that have worked out with different people in this town because there was something lacking or something they weren't hearing. I don't think it's technology. You have the better technology at your batting cage. I think the Padres have fine enough technology. I think sometimes a fresh voice is important, but it's hard to have 12 hitters out doing their own thing.
In my experience, not the same level, but when you play college golf, there's a golf coach.
Yeah.
But every single golfer on the team has their own swing coach.
Has their own swing coach.
You never share your swing coach. You all have your own swing coach because they know your swing really well. And they may have been working with you for years and years. They're not going to know. The new coach who comes in is not going to know you nearly as well as the guy who's worked with you for the last, maybe 10 years.
And I don't have a problem with it because the last thing you try to do as a coach of any level is homogenize swings. They're not all going to be the same. And I've seen it in youth baseball a lot. There's a lot of coaches that want to homogenize every single you can't. This kid's got faster hands. This kid's got a better lower half. This kid loads better. Like there's a million different swings. What works for that kid? And that's hard. That takes a lot of time to put in all that effort to fine tune each kid or each big leaguer's individual swing. So the science of all of it fascinates me. I mean, I am as riveted by the technology, the David Popkins of the world. Kyle Bodie sent a long ass tweet yesterday talking about the hitting philosophy of Driveline, and kind of flexed a little bit with all of the guys he's got in the big leagues now. Driveline was tried to get laughed out of baseball about 10 years ago. And since we've been a show, you started to see guys trickling. Has it all worked? No. Some guys have gone to Driveline and it's not worked for them. That happens. But I do feel like this one needs to be one that is kind of makes us go, oh, all right. Now this I can get behind.
Ultimately,
it's about the players buying it. It's not about us buying it.
If it works, it'll feel like it was a splashy hire.
Yeah.
And you can pay the guy, you can make the highest paid hitting coach in baseball. Doesn't mean it's going to work. That's the trick with hitting coaches.
100%. You have to have buy-in. Yeah. You have to have buy-in from the players and a whole different mindset of changing the offensive philosophy that works best for you in Petco Park.
Don't Do This is coming up next. The former Olympic athlete who has become one of the most wanted people on planet Earth. Coming up after a quick check of traffic with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Well, just talking about hitting, so lucky to even be able to go to the cages and hit, swing off a tee, play baseball with my friends, because a few years ago I could not. I'll never, ever, ever forget the day. Bo threw me, he was probably 4 years old, threw me a little pitch. I took a swing at it with a wiffle ball bat, and I dropped the bat immediately, and I went, oh, no, there's something seriously wrong with my hands. And I was like, it'll go away. I'm just getting older. It happens, right? It didn't go away, and it started to freak me out more and more every day. These two in here heard plenty about it, certainly. My wife heard plenty about it. Finally, the universe came together. QC Kinetics was looking to do some advertising, and I said I would be happy to go in and get these treatments. And I was skeptical, but I did it, and it changed my life ever since that day. And now I know if I have joint pain, I go to QC Kinetics, period. I go to them before I go to anybody else. So if you're missing the golf course, missing being out in the ocean, whatever it may be, because of your bad joints, call QC Kinetics today at 619-614-PAIN. 619-614-PAIN. They got locations in Torrey Hills and Hillcrest. QC Kinetics, 619-614-PAIN.
and this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Humul Casino Resort, now open.
Don't Do This is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Don't.
Leave your entire estate, house, kids, and life savings up to chance if and when you die.
Do.
Set up a Trust or Will online at trustandwill.com.
This
is a lot more affordable than you think. Visit trustandwill.com for more info. This story is nuts. And I think we mentioned it in the past, maybe even in DDT, but new details, new allegations. And now former Canadian Olympic snowboarder Ryan Wedding has been placed on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitive list. He is accused of basically being the biggest drug lord in Canada, like the cocaine distributor,
Wow.
number one in all of North America. They are looking for him. The U.S. government is looking for him. The Canadian government is looking for him. He competed in the Olympics a few years ago. Looks like totally kind of normal looking guy. They released a picture of him from surveillance photos. But he is being accused of, well, first of all, placing a bounty on one of the witnesses against him in the case and having them killed in a restaurant in Medellin, Colombia in January. Apparently, he put $10,000 up on a fake news website, The Dirty News in Canada, to help locate this guy. And then once he was located, had him killed. The government says you can't just get out of the charges by killing witnesses. This is not.
Now, he did not kill the guy.
Yeah, but he was killed. Oh, his witness was shot and killed in a restaurant in Medellin, Colombia in January. He didn't.
Lord.
I don't think he did it. I think he paid someone to do it. But that's part of the charges. Apparently, he brings in 6 tons of cocaine a year, like via truckloads through Los Angeles and Canada.
Wow.
And he had one of his top lieutenants executed as well. They're not exactly sure why, but
here he is wearing a Dodger hat, so that makes a lot of sense in one of the surveillance videos.
He is wearing a Dodger hat as
sure
well. But now everybody on the planet is apparently looking for Ryan Wedding, very dangerous individual who used to be a Olympic level snowboarder. Now it's a different kind of snow that he's interested in.
His attorney, Deepak Parakdar, a different kind of snow. I got that. Good one. Was arrested also as part of the investigation for actually counseling him to do this. Like, hey, I got a way out of this if you're interested. I'm going to run you about 10 grand, throw it up on this website. His lawyer advised him to kill this witness. If you kill this witness, the case would be dismissed. Lawyer is now in custody. He'll be extradited, brought to justice in the United States. Good Lord. All right.
His aliases include El Jefe, Giant, Public Enemy, James Conrad King, and Jesse King.
Sounds like
this is going to be a great movie one day.
Yeah. Sounds like a really scary dude.
Yeah.
What, how long do you think you make it on the run?
Me?
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Would you feel the guilt and turn yourself in?
I think
because I don't think I'd try to run.
I know I'd feel the guilt, so I wouldn't commit the crime to begin with.
But if you did,
you just snapped one time.
I don't know.
He snapped with 6,000 tons of cocaine.
I think Breaking Bad handled it so well. The final season, when Walt goes off to that cabin and wherever he is, like Vermont, to live off the grid, New Hampshire, where they can't find him, and that's depressing.
Yeah, it'd be terrible
to have to hide from the whole world.
How long you make it?
Not very long.
A day.
Yeah.
You think you make it one day?
Maybe a week.
A week. You think you can make it 1 week running from the FBI on the 10 most wanted list? You have the temerity. You have the stones, the stomach to sweat that out for a week, looking over your shoulder. I don't have it.
I'm out. Buy a burner phone.
Yeah, burner phones. Go into the store. Disguises.
No.
He's just laying in his hotel bed. Very $60 a room. $60 a night. Just watching the Timberwolves. Happy.
That's why I feel like I can make it a week. I can
just lay in your bed and watch sports.
Human contact for a little while.
Yeah, lay in your bed, watch sports the whole time. You'd actually probably enjoy the silence
for a little
and the peace.
Spends in some motel in Barstow, just watching Mountain West basketball.
Yeah, happy as a clam. Actually, when we did make entrance into Mr. Higgins' room, he was sitting happily eating a sandwich and watching Mountain West basketball. Came without a fight, did not fight us at all. On top of the comforter, yes, eating a sandwich in bed, and looked like he had a glass set up and 3 balls. He was putting, quite a bit of putting practice going on, but no, he didn't give us any problems at all. 1 week.
He's got the little putter that spits the ball back.
Spits the ball back.
I had one of those ones.
Yeah, the retractable, whatever it's called. We got a throwback for do this.
Yeah.
DD mega doo-doo.
Yeah, this was a don't do this story. And when I heard it back, Ben's doing broadcaster voice.
Oh.
So I think maybe this was a story on Channel 10 the night before.
Okay.
But speaking of Olympics.
Swedish cross-country skier Kalle Halfvarsson experienced an unusual but not unheard of consequence of competing in icy temperatures in Finland over the weekend. After taking part in the 20-kilometer World Cup event in Ruka, Halfvarsson said that he had to take shelter in the warmth after sustaining a frozen penis. According to Reuters, you heard me. Yes. According to Reuters, temperatures dropped to a chilly 5 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 15 degrees Celsius at the start of the race. Quote, "I have frozen my penis for real," Halfvarsson told Swedish outlet Expressen. "Damn, I had to lie in there for 10 minutes to warm it up. It hurt so damn much. It's terrible." Halfvarsson has suffered the same injury before, Expressen said, but thankfully the 34-year-old was able to see the funny side this time around, adding, quote, "It's lucky that I'm about to have my second child because it's going to be difficult in the future if I'm going to continue like this."
Continuously freezing his penis.
Refreezing.
Refreeze. We've always talked about how hard it is to defrost things.
Once you've frozen it once, you can't freeze it again. It's not going to be good anymore when you unfreeze it.
I think the second time. I think we found our next prank call. So pull that out. Pull that out, Paulie. Most of that. And you and I will dice and slice that up. And
I have frozen my penis.
I don't know who we're going to call, but it's going to be good.
I have frozen my penis for real.
For real.
For real. I'm not kidding, guys.
They say, how does one defrost? For real. I think what's the 40% setting in the microwave for 20 seconds?
But you can't shut the door.
Kidding.
You could. Feel good? How do you? You have to
run it under running
cold water, right?
like lukewarm water,
or like just turn the faucet on and just
slowly increasing the temperature of the water as it runs. You don't want to go hot right away.
No, God, no. It feels like needles.
Might break off.
Yeah, it feels like needles. Hair dryer, good idea. From a distance and then closer.
I'd probably call a doctor, maybe.
But if you were embarrassed because you froze your penis, then you want to make sure that you unfreeze it. Because I remember being like in Chicago and I'd forget my gloves, right? And I'd like, oh my God. And I'd go home, my hands in my pockets. But then you get home, you're like, they're blue. You should put them under like the cold water and then slowly start to warm it up a little bit. And takes about 3 weeks to feel normal again. You're done. I can't even imagine that area. Thank you for that, Ben. I had forgotten that. I had forgotten that entirely.
And that is don't and do this.
Yeah, do this
for sure. Thursday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
Paulie made the suggestion on our text thread last night that perhaps we're due for some spiritual mouthwash.
I agree.
Do you agree?
I do.
Does everyone know what spiritual mouthwash is out there?
It's old.
It's been a minute.
It's been a long time.
Why don't you explain? Because this requires some tier 1 participation.
Yeah, I mean, we can't do it without you guys, certainly, but it's essentially when things feel a little heavy. You know, we lost Randy yesterday. We've had some just awful news if you're a Padres fan, but really like just life in general can be difficult for people. So if there's something positive happening in your life, call us. Whatever it is, you got a promotion, you're having a baby, your kid got accepted to Harvard, whatever it is, like that you're happy about, that's positive in your life, share it with us. People get that good vibe. It's contagious.
I do believe that even if it's not your good news, that hearing other people's good news
puts you in a
can
better
make
mood.
you feel better,
100%.
knowing that, good things are happening in the world. So if you want to call in, 833-288-0973. If you want to type it in the chat, if you want to go on X and go to Ben and Woods, share something good that's happening right now in your life.
I'd prefer the call. I like the
calls at best, but not everyone can, reach for a phone. So they know that's the first option. We will have a little spiritual mouthwash when we come back with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, daily fantasy. My spot is Prize Picks, where you can play every single day of the week. Whatever sport you are watching, you are picking against the numbers and setting lineups between 2 and 6 players with your chance to win real money, up to 2,000 times your money with Prize Picks, and it's so easy to do. Got Thursday night football tonight. Looking at my app right now. Josh Allen, Buffalo, 223.5 passing yards. You pick more or less. You can even combine it with other sports. If you're watching pro or college basketball, stick with one game, stick with the same player with 3 different stat projections. That's called stacks. It's new on Prize Picks, where you can pick passing yards, like passing touchdowns, and rushing yards, all with the same player and put it in the same lineup. To get started, download the app at the Prize Picks website and use the code KWFN to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KWFN to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Have fun, play your way, enjoy yourself with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
Hey, player, this is all yours. Pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Very, very excited about Spiritual Mouthwash, which is
so excited.
It's coming up. But
I promise you.
We just had a little bit of a shuffling of the deck here, just briefly. Stay on the line if you called in. And we had some people call in. They want to share their good news. We want you to share our good news.
We promise you.
But Paulie just told us that Andrew Marchand, who we were trying to track down to talk about the new MLB TV deal and how it possibly relates to the San Diego Padres, just got back to him and said he could join us right now. So you're going to get him on the line after traffic, and we're going to just call him. We'll talk to him just for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get into the spiritual mouthwash.
He is like the best of
he
sports
is,
media.
I didn't want to pass up the opportunity to talk to Andrew. This hour on 97.3 The Fan, brought to you by IHOP, introducing the IHOP value menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big filling sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your Happy Plates with the $6 IHOP value menu, available every day at IHOP, $7 in some locations. So Andrew Marchand, then Spiritual Mouthwash after traffic on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser, Alpine Spring Water. Still a few trouble spots here, guys. New crash on northbound side of the 805 before Mira Mesa Boulevard. Big rig car hauler collided with a car. Appears to be blocking the two right lanes. We've also got this accident on Sapon 5 before the King Freeway. It's got the right lane blocked. In the North County, Sapon 15 cleared that crash near Camino del Norte. So speed's getting back to normal there, but we've got this other accident right before Rancho Bernardo Road. That's over to the right shoulder. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, joining us right now on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline, a great guy, the best when it comes to covering the business of sports. Just wrote about the new baseball television deal for The Athletic. You can also check out his sports business podcast at andrewmarchand.com. Andrew Marchand joining us right now with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan. I must say, there are lead lines, and then there are lead lines. And the one that says Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred made a nearly $1 billion mistake. That one drew me in very quickly, Andrew. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks. And thanks for reading.
Well, listen, the last time somebody confronted the commissioner last night, last time, one of his deputies said, this is how people wind up in a ditch. Are you concerned for your safety after this article, Andrew?
Yeah, they weren't thrilled with it. So hopefully not. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I don't think that's going to happen. But look, I just wrote what happened. I mean, for your audience, so ESPN had a 7-year agreement with Major League Baseball, and in it, after 4 seasons, MLB and the commissioner Rob Manfred wanted to have an opt-out clause put in so they could go back out in the market potentially. And then ESPN said, okay, if you want an opt-out, then we want an opt-out. So 4 years go by, and ESPN said, you know what? we're actually going to use that opt-out because we're paying too much money. They owed $1.65 billion for Sunday Night Baseball, the first round of the playoffs, and Home Run Derby. Now, MLB, they announced yesterday, has made agreements for Sunday Night Baseball in the first round of playoffs with NBC and Peacock for a little less than $200 million. And then they made another deal with Netflix for opening day and the Home Run Derby for $50 million. So that's $250 multiplied by 3, $750. That's a $900 million difference. That's where the mistake came in that they made. And so they recovered a little bit because then they've sold MLB.TV to ESPN for the next 3 years or license it. And so they got that $1.65 billion back, but they did it by selling something else.
Yeah.
And so that's how we got to this spot.
Now, to be honest, I'm not worried about Major League Baseball going bankrupt here, Andrew, but in my lifetime, like franchise values, TV rights deals seemingly always went up and up and up. Is there something now that's changed? Why is Major League Baseball not getting as much as they used to? Is that a concerning sign for the game, in your opinion?
Well, there's really a couple of things going on. I mean, the biggest issue is the RSNs, the regional sports networks, which have diminished in small and mid markets around the country. And we're really, the lifeblood of them has been baseball, 162 games, about 135, 140 are on your local carrier. And so that was really profitable for the RSNs and also for baseball. As cable has diminished, less people have it. Those places can't afford to pay the rights fees because they're not bringing in as much money. And so that's been a big issue for baseball. I do think when you look at what Manfred did, and I wrote this in the column, he did put some ducks on the pond because these deals are smaller deals. It's regular season games, opening day. You do get the first round of playoffs, but it's not the LCS. It's not the World Series. MLB.TV is a crown jewel because that allows ESPN now to be the home for all 30 teams out-of-market games and then for 6 in-market teams games. But I think so when you look at it, that's their issue. But they're going to – now they could have a lockout after next season, but let's just say that goes – let's say they come to a resolution there. You go into – all of their contracts are done after 2028. So that's Fox with the World Series, TNT Sports, and I don't know how long your show is. They have so many deals. I'm going to stop there. And that's a big problem because with their too many deals. But when they go into that, the World Series will be up for auction. Everything will be up for auction. They should be in a better place to potentially do not maybe as well as the NBA or definitely not as the NFL, but do better on their national deals. These are smaller deals. They kind of put themselves in the box by putting that opt-out in that initial ESPN contract.
Such interesting stuff. Talking to Andrew Marchand from The Athletic. And what is your kind of read on, you just mentioned the potential labor strife, and what is your kind of read on where, I guess, because we're Padres fans, right? So we're worried about the Padres, and of course we're worried about the Dodgers. Are they going to continue here when all those deals expire in 29? Are they going to find a way to continue to get, plus 350 every year like they're doing? They start way ahead. Yankees, those teams that still have the RSNs. What's your read on kind of how it's going to be more equally distributed, or is there no way to tell right now?
I mean, there's no way to tell for sure. I think the big thing is the Dodgers, besides their ownership having endless money, is that their cable deal, I think it goes to 2037, is incredible. So theirs isn't going anywhere. It's with Spectrum. They're not going to be filing for bankruptcy. So there's no really mechanism for them to get out of it. That's what's happened with some of the smaller markets where people file for bankruptcy to get out of the contract and try to renegotiate. That's not happening with the Dodgers. So the Dodgers, the Yankees, there's some others. They're not really into this idea of having, I can't speak for the Dodgers actually, but I will say the Yankees I'm pretty certain on. And I presume that I'm correct on the Dodgers in the idea of having all 30 teams just have one central localized agreement where you just buy all the games because the RSN still work to a degree. More for the Dodgers. The Dodgers even have a better situation than the Yankees. The Yankees are still doing very well in New York, and they've remained on basic cable. So to answer your question, for Manfred and company to get that all 30 teams under one roof to sell the local games like he wants to, I think you're probably going to have to see some concessions in terms of revenue sharing or somewhere else in the CBA to make it worth their while, because it doesn't make sense for the Dodgers or the Yankees to get the same amount of local TV right revenue as the Pittsburgh Pirates or the Milwaukee Brewers. I mean, that just doesn't make sense.
Right.
And, people can point to the NFL model. NFL is different than baseball. And so it's going to take some arm twisting and some negotiation. There might be a way to get there, but I've also, there are some teams that are going to be pretty strident against it.
I think, from my perspective, I get what you're saying. The Dodgers certainly don't, they should have more money than the Pittsburgh Pirates, but at the same time, the Dodgers can't play a league without all these other teams. They have to be, in some sense, partners with everybody else. And if they get stubborn about, how much they're going to do, to me, that's unhealthy for the game, Andrew. If they're going to have that high of a percentage of local TV revenues compared to everybody else.
Now, this might be a big market bias, but I will say that the Pirates are a bigger issue to me than the Dodgers.
Sure.
The idea that they don't try to win with Paul schemes, to me, is an affront to their fans and the game.
No doubt.
They're not going to spend what the Dodgers are going to spend, and if the Dodgers taking it to another level, yeah. But I could make an argument for the help. First off, if you look at the champions, everyone points out Dodgers have won 2 in a row. Everyone points to the Yankees. The Yankees haven't won since 2009. So that's a long time. So the big bad Yankees never win, at least recently. The Dodgers, of course, are right now just in a different, but they also could have easily lost. It was about 5 inches from losing.
They were.
And on a national level, Colin Cowherd said something that always has resonated with me, talking about the NCAA tournament. And he said that when you get to, everyone loves Cinderella. We all love the early round, somebody wins. But when you get to the Final Four, you look at the ratings. People want Duke, North Carolina.
Yeah.
They don't really want Miami of Ohio or some other team that, in terms of how many people will watch. Those are great stories for diehards. So I think there is an argument to be, and if you look at the national ratings and with these new deals with NBC and Netflix and ESPN, they all are going to want the Yankees, the Dodgers. Those are the games that are going to, it's kind of interesting. And Netflix they're going to do the Field of Dreams game, the game in Iowa. They used to be on Fox Sports. And I thought it was kind of curious that they're getting the Twins and the Phillies. Like, I don't think, that's a service that most baseball fans aren't thinking of for games. And to put the Twins on there, I'm not sure how well that's going to do. But we'll see. Yeah, I agree. Look, it's frustrating for San Diego fans to see the Dodgers just keep piling on and piling on. Your team has spent a lot as well that you guys cover. So look, I think there should be some adjustments, but it also has to be from the bottom. There's just the problems when you do like a salary floor. It's kind of like the luxury tax. It gives a lot of teams excuses just to spend that amount. And I would argue one more thing is that the value, again, you're right, the value in baseball hasn't risen as much as some other sports, but they keep going up. The players don't see they don't get that part of it. They don't get any revenue from that. So the idea that these teams don't have money to spend, to me, is I don't know. It's hard for me to believe.
It's
now,
ludicrous.
Again, they have a problem with the media thing. Yeah,
it's absolutely ludicrous.
Andrew, really appreciate your
awesome.
time.
Thank you.
Again, if you're interested in these issues, I certainly am. You can follow him and check out his podcast, andrewmarchand.com. Andrew, really appreciate your time today.
Great. Thank you very much.
And I know what he's saying, but I think the Padres are the perfect example as to kind of why baseball fans are frustrated. When the Padres didn't spend money, they were bad. And then they did spend money.
And they were still bad.
And they were good. And they became good.
But the other owners looked at them as bad. This is bad for baseball.
But it's so clear that when you spend money, you have a much better chance to win.
Yeah.
It's so clear. We'll continue this. We've got spiritual mouthwash callers on the line.
Yeah, stay
we'll
with
hear
us.
your stories when we come back right away at 8 o'clock. Don't go away. Ben and Woods continuing next year on 97.3 The Fan.
Oh, yeah, halfway home. Ben and Woods, 97.3. The Fan. Great to have you with us on a lovely day so far. Still waiting for the torrential downpour to come that has, ruined our lives. But I'm trying to keep it positive here in Spiritual Mouthwash, for Spiritual Mouthwash. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer of the program. Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor, joins us as well.
Do want to thank Andrew Marchand for joining us on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. Since 2010, visit davidpshapirolaw.com. We can add to our thoughts a little bit later.
Sure.
But we postponed it a few minutes, but I want to get callers back on the line, 833-288-0973. Spiritual Mouthwash with Ben and Woods. We truly believe that sharing your good news lifts everybody up. And we do this, I don't know, maybe once a year, twice a year
maybe.
at most. Just feel like things need a little shakeup. And we
The
want
less
you to...
the better, to be honest.
yeah,
That
yeah,
means we don't
true.
need it as much.
That means we're feeling pretty good. Pretty good. How about you guys? Anything positive?
Positivity.
You hadn't thought about it to this point?
What do you have?
My parents are in town and they're healthy.
That's good.
That was great to see my mom and dad. Flew in from from Texas yesterday. Got to take them to pick up the kids yesterday at school. Bo ran like 100 yards when he saw them waiting at the gate. And it just I'm like weeping when I saw it. And, it's huge. And then got to go watch Bo hit at batting practice yesterday, which he loved. And went to dinner and just got to see the family, man. It was great.
I have a sister, which is great.
That is amazing.
That's fantastic.
Congratulations to you. Congratulations.
That's very excited about that.
That is.
I also have a brother.
You also have a brother and a mother and father.
Look at that.
We had so many callers on the line. But Vinny in the chat, I like this one. He said, finally traveling back to Italy this Christmas to visit family who I haven't seen in 18 years.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what they'll say when he walks into the door? Oh, there he is. Vinny walking in the door after 18 years.
Well, they'll probably say it in Italian.
Right.
But yeah.
Right. I thought that was Italian. I thought I just spoke Italian. Did I not?
I think that's East
There he
Coast
is.
Italian. We get some callers on the line. Ryan wants to share some spiritual mouthwash with us. Ryan, welcome to Ben and Woods.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah,
good morning.
you're on the air.
You're on the air live. No cursing.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
I have good news, but it hasn't happened yet. It's happening next month. So me and my girlfriend, we've been together for 7 years, and I plan this trip to New York next month to surprise propose to her.
Oh.
The good news hasn't happened yet, but I'm fairly confident she'll say yes.
Is she?
I've got the ring and everything.
I hope she's not listening.
And everything planned out. So
Didn't
she's
you?
definitely not listening.
Okay. Does she hate us or something? Or
Well, you just really threw that out there.
she listens to John and Tammy, or how do you know you're going to get away with this right now by saying it live on the radio?
No, she's
Oh,
100% sleeping right now.
No, okay. Well, that's fair.
All right. So
how
where
are you
yeah,
going to pull it off?
Where are you going to do it?
So I hired a photographer. I'm working with them because I've never been to New York.
Oh, it's amazing.
And so somewhere in Central Park, we're kind of planning, but
Oh
we're trying to
man.
find somewhere a little less populated, I guess.
Sure.
Not as crowded.
Try Queens or the Bronx, perhaps.
Right in front of a bodega on the sidewalk. They'll mark off a spot for you.
I feel like it would be tough to pull off the acting job necessarily. Hey, let's go on a walk through the park.
Right.
Oh, let's stop
Let's
here.
stop here for a second. Let me tie
buy
my
this-
shoe.
buy this photographer.
Oh, what is that on the ground?
I
Good
love
luck
it.
to you, though, Ryan. And
Congratulations.
That is absolutely great news. That's exactly what we're looking for this morning.
Will you call us?
Thank you.
Will you call us back or tweet us or DM us? I want to see some of these pictures. Number one, how long you guys been together?
7 years.
7 years. I missed that.
7 years,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, it was probably time. Yeah, 7. They get itchy after about 7 years. You got to
Gotta
pull
make
the
an honest
you
woman out of
got to
her,
pull
yeah.
the trigger at some point. Well, man, we're happy
yeah,
for you.
Her mom's been kind of bugging me.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
definitely time.
Oh yeah, yeah. First time I met my mother-in-law, she literally pinned me in a corner and was like, "What are your intentions with my daughter?" You know what my intentions are.
Cheap thrills.
You know what they are.
What every mother wants to hear. Cheap thrills. Ryan, thank you so much.
Looking for somebody to buy a vacuum for.
That's right.
Let's go down to Tyler. Welcome to Spiritual Mouthwash with Ben and Woods.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, buddy.
Just want to share the good news with you guys. A lot of the cheer ones also already know. My wife, we dated for about 10 years, been married for 2. She's expecting our first child now.
Let's go.
Super excited. We just had a big scan this week. The baby is growing, happy and healthy.
Yep.
She's about halfway along now. And our baby girl should be here at the end of April, so we can't wait.
It's awesome.
Congratulations.
Tyler.
Best day of your life, my friend. Best day. Best club.
Thanks very much, guys.
Best club to be in, man. Happy for you guys.
I mean, the day is somewhat stressful.
Day sucks, actually.
It's
let's not make it about us though, because it really sucks for our wives. And I mean really, really, really. For us, we're like, am I sleeping on this cot again? Or
most memorable day of your
yes,
life.
correct. I'll never forget the look when the doctor handed me my son, Bo, and I had to take him away. My wife looking and I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to cut the cord, and I'm going to take him for a while. Like, you carried him for 9 months, you fed him, he kicked you, he made you gain weight. I'm going to hold him for a minute. It's just but that day is very stressful.
Whenever the birth actually happens, any moment leading up to that is stressful and you're nervous the entire time.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the magic moment. And then after that, especially if you're a new parent, it's sheer terror.
Yep. Sure.
Every moment after
every
that.
day. And then every day since.
Which you then have to call the best day of your life when you're completely nervous and then completely terrified the entire day.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Who do we have next, Paul?
Gargling. Yeah, there it is.
Let's just go to line 3. Caller, you're on the air. Don't have a name.
Line 3 person.
If you can hear
Trisha?
us.
Hi.
Hi. Who's this?
Trisha?
Hi, yeah, this is Trisha.
You have
Hi,
some
Trisha.
spiritual mouthwash, some good news for us, Trisha. You're on the air.
I do. My little sister just got engaged this weekend.
Amazing. Do you like the guy?
We do. We really like him. He's a great fit for our big family.
Oh, that's excellent. And how long have they been together?
They've been together 9 months.
9 months. Ooh. Okay, we had a 7 years earlier. Now
but
we have a 9 months.
Everyone knew pretty fast that he was probably the one.
That's amazing.
How much younger is your sister?
Easy,
She's
creep.
12 years younger than me.
Wow. And you always remembered you had her, right? You never forgot you
Never
had a
forgot
sister?
you had a
Okay.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good.
All right.
Because Ben forgot he had a sister. Because he didn't. He actually.
Oh, no.
He didn't want a
she's
sister.
definitely my sister.
Okay, and
I mean, 8 years. I thought, but 12 is. I don't have a sister. It's a
Right.
big difference.
He told his parents, "No more kids. We had a good thing going here." And why would you do this to me?
Trisha, thank you for sharing.
Congratulations, Trisha, to you and your family.
We have time for another one. Let's
Oh,
go
yeah.
to Garrett. That sound didn't turn you off. Welcome to Spiritual Mouthwash.
Hello.
What you got, buddy?
My son is 3.5 today, and today I am 4 years sober.
Oh, dude.
Congratulations.
That's
So
what I'm
you made the
talking
choice
about.
knowing he was coming to make a change in your life. Good for you.
Yeah, it's been great. Should have done it sooner.
Garrett, yeah, man, like,
Both have the kid and get sober.
yeah, he's like your reason. And then you think about, you know how hard parenting is of a 3.5-year-old son, right? Imagine it hungover or drunk or high. Like, there's just no way. A lot of people do it. A lot of parents do it. Imagine how difficult that job is when you're not at your best.
Oh, yeah, I'd be doing a disservice for sure.
Yep.
And I don't get this time back, and he doesn't get this time back, so get one shot at it.
Dude, I'm proud of you, man. That's absolutely incredible. That's what Spiritual Mouthwash is for. Congratulations. Keep it up.
Now, no judgment if you're a parent. Long day, you finally get the kids to sleep.
I didn't say that. He was.
I'm just saying, you want to pour a glass of wine at the end of the day. It's okay
Nobody
for
said,
everybody.
Nobody said don't drink at all
Just saying,
when
it's
you're
okay.
a parent.
It's okay.
I knew it was
All right,
okay.
just making sure
What
that everyone
is-
realizes that.
Good Lord.
What is happening?
Congratulations, Garrett.
But you're right. It's much harder.
Your wife's what, 7, 8 years now?
Yeah.
Ben thinks it's okay. Just have one, maybe.
I'm not telling Garrett to. I'm just telling all the parents out there who occasionally do. Don't feel bad about yourself either. It's a hard job. Is that not fair?
Unnecessary, maybe.
Okay, fine. Unnecessary.
Yes, enjoy a glass of wine on your waterbed after a long day of parenting.
Perfect.
No one said you shouldn't. What in the world?
Victor, you're next up on Spiritual Mouthwash. Good morning.
Save us.
Morning, guys. Day one listener here.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep. So after 15 years of coaching high school football and baseball in San Diego, we're super blessed to announce that we're having a baby coming January 21st, and we're super excited. It's a boy. Put a golf club in his hand, baseball bat, maybe a football. Super excited.
I'm very happy for you. So you're a football and baseball coach.
I have been, yes.
That's awesome. And
Torrey Pine, St. Augustine, and a bunch of different schools.
And you'll find, because you're a coach, right? Like you did it for a living or do it for a living. It's very difficult to have a son. And, you hope that he's got the same interests that you have, and he probably will, for a while. And it's I was talking to my dad about it. I had to lean on my pops last night for a little advice. What's the line of, hey, I need to be a little tough on him here, but I also need to let him go out and have fun, right? It's just it's one thing you'll always think about, Garrett, because you've been
with Bo pretty well.
Do what?
You manage that with Bo pretty well. I follow that.
I try.
It looks like he loves baseball.
He does. He loves
it,
and he loves football. But when you see him like hang his head and like kick himself after a mistake, you're like, do I push him here or do I just let him fight through it? It's just this constant thing. So I asked my dad about it last night. Like, what's the line? Like, you want to push your children. It's okay to push your children, but it's also, you can't be like, make a better throw, don't boot balls. Like, everybody's going to make mistakes. And when they get down on themselves, it's the hardest thing to like build them back up.
It is funny because, my two boys couldn't be more different.
Right.
My oldest son is more basketball Ben than I am. He sits down and
he's basketball
NBA
Jack.
Package, basketball Jack. He'll turn it on and like
he'll watch any game.
We were watching the Blazers Bulls last night. That was even too much for me.
You're like, enough of this.
I'm good. My other son who moved to Seattle, he's all about music. I said, oh, it's so cool. The the ALCS was going on. He was moving up there. How excited is the town? He goes, I don't know.
I got Boris tickets, Dad. You think I care
about see Boris?
You think I care about the ALCS
and
Game
that's great
6?
for both of them.
It is. It's great.
It's great for both of them. But you just never know whether they're going to follow in your footsteps or take a completely different path.
Congratulations to you guys. It's awesome, man. Being a parent's great, mostly. Sometimes it's not.
You want to get one more here?
Yeah, one more.
Is Matthew, you here? Good morning. Welcome to Spiritual Mouthwash with that noise.
Hello.
It's beautiful. Silence.
Who are we looking for?
Matthew.
Thank you for sharing. I can hear something.
I hear something. Had to take one more, didn't you?
I'm regretting it. He's there. I hear him.
What's his name?
Matthew. Matt.
Matthew.
Is he listening to us like on YouTube in the background?
Maybe. Matthew, are you there?
Echo.
Matthew. Matt! Wake up!
He wasn't on hold that long. So
did he butt dial?
Matthew, you there?
It's possible. Maybe he's
hello.
All right, hang on, Matthew. You lost your chance.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe he was calling for real or fake in a couple of minutes. Who knows? Matthew, you're not getting in if you were.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you for sharing. Very difficult ending to Spiritual Mouthwash there.
Yeah.
But it's
One
always
too
good.
many. Yeah.
Lots of good stories, though.
Oh,
always appreciate the tier one sharing with us.
Yeah.
It is Throwback Thursday. We will play a little real or fake when we come back. Chance to qualify for a trip to Las Vegas and tickets to see Sammy Hagar. The lines are open now. Matthew's calling back. 833-288-0973.
I almost feel like we have to.
833-288-0973. Matthew, are you there? No, he's gone again.
All right, that's it.
He's just
I'm
dialing and
blocking
hanging
that
up.
number.
He is calling us and then hanging up. All right, we'll come back with a real or fake after traffic with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Stop calling, Matthew.
Is calling again?
Yes.
I mean, third time's a charm, maybe? No, I guess not. Listen, Matthew, if you're listening right now, I wanted to let you know about all of the Thanksgiving love going on. Maybe he wants a new Ford or Lincoln. Head on down to Sedano Ford, right? They're grateful for you. They're rolling out pretty incredible Black Friday savings all November long, deals that you won't find anywhere else. How about this? Lease a powerful 2025 Ford F-150, just $395 a month. Ready for adventure. Snag a 2025 Ford Bronco Big Ben, just $275 a month. If you want to go electric, the Ford Mach-E is yours, just $258 a month. And for a holiday to remember, you could glide into a stunning 2025 Lincoln Corsair Hybrid, just $337 a month. Sedano Ford and Lincoln, your proud, local, and veteran-owned dealer. Thanks for choosing them over every other dealer in town. These exclusive offers are slipping away fast. So visit SedanoFord.com today. Lock in your deal. Check out the inventory. Restrictions apply, so don't wait. Hurry to Sedano Ford and Lincoln and visit SedanoFord.com for all the details.
With this, and this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Humul Casino Resort, now open.
Season, too many San Diegans will go hungry. Join 97.3 The Fan and support the San Diego Food Bank. Donate food directly online through our Odyssey San Diego Food Fund, where every donation helps feed local families. Go to 973thefansd.com/food fund and give today. Mostly successful segment of Spiritual Mouthwash, Matthew notwithstanding.
That was something.
In the books. We got a bunch of callers on the line vying for a spot in Real or Fake. Chance to qualify for Las Vegas, so let's get to today's game.
Some are here for the compelling sports talk with Ben and Woods. You can go plow through another donut. It's time for Real or Fake on 97.3 The Fan. Tell the people what they'll win today.
The people. I've just got to randomly select.
How about Matthew?
No, not Matthew.
Poor Matthew.
Let's go.
You're done.
This is Jeremy.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, buddy.
Jeremy, welcome to Real or Fake. If you can get 4 of 7 right in our game today, you will qualify for our grand prize trip to Las Vegas, 2-night stay at the Park MGM, and 2 tickets to see Sammy Hagar at Dolby Live at the Park MGM on March 20th, plus a $100 gas card. Get your tickets for Sammy Hagar's residency at Ticketmaster.com. By the way, Real or Fake brought to you by Bay Alarms, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you. And here's the category we have for you today, Jeremy. We're exactly 1 week out from Thanksgiving. So let's talk turkey.
Look at you.
Today on Real or Fake. Did you know there are 8 turkey breeds officially recognized by the American Poultry Association? I bet their annual conventions are wild. For today's game, I will give you the name of a turkey breed. You tell me if it is a real or a fake I've made up to fool you, Jeremy.
That's real.
This is unreal.
Feel free to ask Woods for all your turkey questions.
Oh, yes.
Jeremy, you ready to play?
I think so.
Yeah, feels like just a guessing game here, doesn't
Let's
it?
do it. Round 1.
Yeah.
Copper Ridge.
Ooh.
Copper Ridge. Real or fake, Jeremy?
Let's go with real.
Yeah.
Let's go with fake.
Oh.
That's all right. Let's bounce back here. Round number 2. Bourbon Red. Real or fake? Woods is nodding. Bourbon Red, Jeremy.
Well, let's go real.
Yeah, real.
This time you were correct. It is
You got
real. All right, you got 1. You're looking for 3 more of those sounds, I guess, to win. Round number 3. Golden Prairie Longbeard. Real or fake turkey breed?
What are you thinking here, Wood?
Man, it sounds very it sounds like he really did some thinking. I think Longbeard is a tie. I think I'm saying fake, but that's just what I'm saying.
Jeremy, you got to make the call.
I'm with you, fake. Let's go fake.
Yeah, he did too much there. He tried a little too
All
hard
right,
there.
2. You got 2. You're
Yeah.
halfway home. Round number 4. White Holland. Real or fake?
I'm going to say real.
Wow. We are hot now. All right. For the win, real or fake turkey breed, round number 5. Royal Palm. Real or fake?
Let's go fake.
Yeah, fake.
All right. Round number 6. You still have a couple of chances. Round number 6. Granite Bluff Strutter. Real or fake?
Real.
Yeah, sounds fake, so it's real.
Well, it sounds fake. It is fake, which means
Game 7. Here we
we're
go.
going down
Again.
to 7
Hate
again.
this game. Hate it.
Everything on the line. Round
Every
7.
week.
Every
Willow
week.
Creek Dusky. Real or fake?
That sounds real.
Oh, no. So close.
so
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Thank you for playing. It was very
What did he miss out on?
Qualifying for
qualifying for
Vegas.
Las
Hagar.
Vegas. Yeah. Oh, that was heartbreaking.
That hurt. Like winning 2 games at home, then losing 3 on the,
Yeah.
winning 2 games on the road and losing 3 games at home. You know what that felt like? That's tough.
It's nice to know that the American Poultry Association is working hard for us in authorizing only specific breeds of turkey out there.
I'm pretty good. I can pick them out just by seeing them.
Can you?
Yeah, I'm great at it. Oh, that's a long beard.
No, that one's fake.
I think my wife, they did.
I feel like that might have even been a segment on 10 News before.
Hi, I'm Lauren
They
Nick
didn't
Carroll.
show it on
Watch
there.
me kill My family
Which one of you wants
turkey.
to
Yeah.
die?
Whose turn is it this year? I don't think I could eat it if I had to kill it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have lasted very long 5 centuries ago.
No,
then.
I would not have been a good pioneer.
Not claiming to be one.
No, never claimed to be. That I can't barely last in 2025 with every modern technology at my fingertips. Imagine me back then, like I would go hungry. But I mean, you raise them as like almost like imagine you had to go kill your dog for dinner. All right, well, thanks, Chelan. We've gotten you nice and fattened up for it's Thanksgiving. It's your time. And you go out.
I don't think you treat them as pets, though.
My wife said it was like a little bit traumatic when they were kids because I can't remember the name. She's told me the name before, but they were like, all right, it's time to go kill,
You can't eat something after you've named it.
Oh, yeah,
you?
they named it.
They named it,
Yeah,
then they ate it.
You keep it and fatten it up and get it.
Come on, Mr. Cluck Cluck. Let's go
come on,
around
let's
back.
go. Come on, Fred. Time to go. Everyone say goodbye. Fred's about
I think that would be tough.
Yeah,
man,
it was.
And then look at your table as you bring it out and think
You're like,
that's my
delicious.
beloved pet.
Delicious.
That I've had.
Yeah. There he is. He served us well this year. That's tough, man. That's tough. He was a different breed, my father-in-law. A very different breed. I don't even like carving it. Makes me feel bad. I like eating it. Yeah.
Let me just break this leg right off.
Yeah, 100%.
Barbarian.
I know.
Yeah, we are. We're a species of contrast.
That's true.
Doesn't always make sense.
Walking contradiction.
We all know where
I know,
our
I know
meat
it
is
came
coming
from.
from.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We all know, but we eat it anyway. 'Cause it's
100%.
good. Yeah.
Tastes good. Tastes real good.
Tastes real good.
Tastes real good. Yeah. Mix a little mashed potatoes in there. We'll get into Thanksgiving foods next week. It's
We
always
will.
my favorite segment.
I love
of the year.
that.
I do
All
too.
right, well, let's take a time out. When we come back, competitive balance. We've still, not solved this issue. Everyone was talking about it yesterday. I was listening to Gwen and Chris. They were talking about it as well.
Did a couple of transactions in baseball yesterday.
Nice.
Signing in baseball yesterday as well. Still very quiet in Padresville.
We'll get you updated coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 000-466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
Weekend coming up, looking like another rainy, at least Friday. If you're looking for something to do, make a plan to head out to 7 Mile Casino for some great card action. California-style blackjack, Texas Hold'em, Pai Gow poker, or Baccarat with, still nice views, even when it's raining. You got the windows, you got the views of San Diego Bay. Great spot to play cards.
I really can't think of any, like you make pros and cons lists. I can't think of any cons, right? You just go, it's close, got good food, friendly people, got all the card games you're looking for. There's really no cons. I mean, you go and sit down, have a good time. You can stay as long as you want. You don't have to play if you don't want to.
What if you're a high limit player?
Oh, shoot. No, they actually will take you.
They do.
You're
Absolutely.
high
They
limit
love
player
taking care of good high limit players. What if you're looking for a great brunch?
They have great brunch.
Well, if
award-winning.
it's not Saturday or Sunday, you might be out of luck.
Yes.
But Saturday and Sunday award-winning brunch.
That's right.
From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Sammy's at 7 Mile. Make an excuse just to get down there. Try it. This weekend, when the weather might not be perfect, head down to 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
and this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Humul Casino Resort, now open.
In just a couple of minutes, going to give away some of those Parker McCollum tickets coming to Viejas Arena. This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by IHOP, introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big filling sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your Happy Plates with a $6 IHOP Value Menu, available every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. The greatest disclaimer.
It gets me.
I don't know why it's so funny.
It gets me.
Greatest disclaimer ever.
Gets me every single time. $7 in some place.
Okay, the difference between 6 and 7 is not that big.
It's negligible.
But in baseball, the difference
every kid in San
between
Diego that's listening lose their mind.
the difference between
6, 7, 6, 7.
Does it cost 6 or 7? I don't know.
6, 7. I love it.
Parents are like, I'm going to kill you guys.
Makes me laugh every single time. 6, 7.
I don't think, Alicia, it was an intentional 6, 7.
No,
joke.
that's
just
genius if it was.
Some IHOPs
We've had this
probably
copy
have
for a
to
while
pay
now.
more in, like for land in certain locations. And they can't afford the $6 menu, so they charge $7.
6, 7. I love it.
I mean, you go in, you order a $6 breakfast. What tip do you leave?
$4.
Yeah, see?
$5.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
because 20% is not much.
no.
$1.20.
Forget it, dude.
It's low.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about finances in baseball because I heard Tony Gwynn Jr., and Chris Ello talking about this yesterday. And that is the notion that smaller market teams with lower payrolls absolutely can compete in Major League Baseball. And I hear the argument all the time. And they point to the Milwaukee Brewers and they point to the Tampa Bay Rays. And there's always a team or two every season that outperforms their payroll level in Major League Baseball because you can. If you're smart, you draft well, you have some controllable players who are producing at
You get lucky?
lower levels, you get a little lucky.
You play in a crap division?
You absolutely can. Then there's the big market teams that don't make the playoffs, like the New York Mets, who spent a fortune and still collapsed at the end because they can get injuries. They can have underperformance. They have guys who just, fall off a cliff, whatever. And sometimes the big market, big spenders don't make the playoffs. It's absolutely true.
It's absolutely possible. Yes.
But no one can deny there is as direct a correlation between spending and success in baseball as you could possibly draw. The teams that spend the most every year are the ones that are probably going to get to the playoffs more often than not, and the ones that don't spend are the ones that are going to rarely make the playoffs. It's clear. It's so clear.
It's kind of like those slugging numbers in the postseason. Like, there's enough data now to look and go, I don't know, a team full of slap hitters probably is not going to do much in October, but a team that can slug the ball into the gaps and out of the ballpark, yeah, the correlation is clear.
And as much as I think that A.J. Preller's done a good job as general manager of the Padres, are the Padres a playoff team for the last 6 years because they got smarter or because they spent more?
They spent more.
It's because they spent more.
It's because they spent more. Mike says it's not about the amount you spend. It's how you spend it and how far you make the money go for quality. You must be smart about it. Again, I think when you look at, teams like the Yankees and the Dodgers, the Yankees don't spend like they did when I was a kid. I'll tell you that much right now. They just don't. And to see Yankee fans like vomiting because they're going to pay $22 million to Trent Grisham for a 1-year deal. Like, it's a 1-year deal. He took the qualifying offer. They're choking themselves out over this deal. Like, they don't have $22 million extra dollars been laying around. Being smart is great. Everybody wants to spend less on a player and get more value out of that player. That's good business. But the Dodgers had a $72 million mistake in their bullpen. They had a $16 million mistake in left field. They had tons of mistakes. They made a buttload of mistakes. A buttload. Doesn't matter. Literally can play their way through it with the talent that they've amassed and the depth that they've drafted and amassed. They can play their way through it. They can afford. That's right there. That is 72 plus 16 is what? $88
million.
That's an $88 million. That's not smart. Throwing away $88 million for a guy that wasn't on your postseason roster. Two guys that
for
weren't
a small
on your
market team. That's more than half of your payroll.
So
more than half of your payroll.
The Padres did spend money for a while, like drunken sailors. They did. It felt like it, but they also made smart decisions as well.
Well, they're still spending in the top 10.
But that's
which there are
on
12
those
playoff
players.
Teams.
Yep.
If you keep spending in the top 10, you should expect to make the playoffs, which then gives you a shot. But if the Padres win the World Series, it's not proof that small market teams can do it. It's proof that big spenders can win the World Series.
Sure.
The Padres aren't trying to prove a small market team can win the World Series.
No, they're trying to be big spenders.
They're trying to be big spenders.
That's right.
Which is fine. I love that as a fan.
I love it too. It's great.
But for the health of baseball, is there a way to at least soften it out a little bit? What can be done about that competitive imbalance in baseball?
What did they say? What did Tony and
I will
and
let
Chris
you
say?
know right after a quick check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. Still the number of hotspots here. Northbound side of the 805 before Mira Mesa Boulevard. Crash involving a big red car hauler and a car. It's now over to the right shoulder. Southside coastline before Cannon. Crash has been cleared out of the HOV lane. Further down, right before the racetrack, got a collision involving a couple vehicles. Looks like that is now over to the right shoulder. And eastbound 52 before Mass Boulevard, an accident involving vehicle that's over the right shoulder and one in the center divide.
My mom, Linda, works for Caltrans. On the freeway, right next to speeding cars. Please be careful. Flashing lights mean move over. Brought to you by the kids of Caltrans.
So Braden was yelling salary cap, salary cap, salary cap, which is certainly a way that you can create financial parity between the teams. It does work in the NFL. It works in the NBA. Doesn't mean that every team makes the playoffs every year. You still have certain cities with certain advantages, but payrolls are very similar in all those leagues, and the smarter teams will generally rise to the top, which I think as a fan is what we really truly would like, right? You want your teams to be rewarded for being smart, not spending more than the other teams.
You want your teams to be rewarded for being smart. I don't really care if they're smart, if they're dumb. And ultimately, as I said in the chat, the Dodgers didn't make any mistakes. You know why they didn't make any mistakes? Because they won the World Series. So they, by the definition of the law, they can absorb bad contracts more easily than other teams can. But it's not a mistake. Everything they did was right because they won the World Series.
That shouldn't be a surprise either. We said when the Padres started handing out these mega contracts and extensions, we said, hey, yeah, we know that's going to hurt in a few years.
But
you got 1 or 2 rings.
You get some rings out of it.
It's going to be a lot easier to stomach.
Yeah, bro.
Let's think like an owner, though.
Because we didn't, they look bad now.
From an owner's perspective, yeah, they all want to win the World Series. But is it better to win the World Series with a $500 million payroll or a $200 million payroll?
From the owners. But why do I care about that?
You don't. But if you're the owner, you'd rather win smartly. Like spending less and winning more is always a good thing for an owner.
I want the biggest house I can find for the least amount of money.
Of course. That's the true best win you can possibly get. Because if you
but if I'm a player, I want the most amount of money that I can get. I want the most amount of money I can get as a radio host.
Of course.
That's what I want.
So Tony and Chris were more realistic about it. As Tony, former member of the Players Union said, just doesn't expect players to ever accept a salary cap in baseball. And I certainly see that argument. And, it's their union. It's their decision about how they want to go about it. Chris kind of threw up his hands and went, I'm still going to watch baseball. Baseball's entertaining. If the Dodgers want to spend, we're going to keep watching. It's kind of what you say as well.
You got me.
You're going to eat the soup. You watch the baseball.
Here's the soup. Eat the soup. That's it.
But even Rob Manfred acknowledged this week that there is a growing frustration among fans of smaller market teams, the ones that don't spend as much. Now, some owners, absolutely, Chris talked about, you got to hold the Rockies owner feet to the fire, the Pirates owners feet to the fire, or make them sell to other owners that are going to spend more money. And that's true on some level, but there are other teams that, they try a little bit more. There's truly teams that are limited in how much they can spend, like how much they really can lose every year. You can't ask the Minnesota Twins owner to spend $400 million on their payroll. You just can't. They would go bankrupt in a matter of 2 or 3 years, and then baseball would have real problem on their hands. So there is always going to be some salary constraints for those smaller market teams. The problem is, the only way to kind of make this work is with a revenue sharing distribution like the NFL and NBA does. But the league makes so much money, and then the players get a certain percent, 50%, 51%, 49%, whatever is negotiated.
But the revenue sharing has been part of the problem because there is revenue sharing right now.
But the owners are allowed to keep that, pocket that money.
Correct.
Yes.
And that should
not be allowed to happen.
Now, everyone clamoring for the floor and the cap. I think eventually, I don't know if it'll be in my lifetime or my kid's lifetime. I think there will be one. The bubble will burst at some point, giving Juan Soto $690 million, whatever he made. Not everybody's going to be allowed to defer $698 million either, right? Like, not every team is going to be allowed to say, yeah, we're going to give you $2 million a year, going to give you $600 million down the road. It's not going to happen.
Let's throw out a payroll. $250 million is like the floor and cap. That's where you all.
Wait, that's the floor.
If it was the NFL, every team spends exactly the same.
The exact same.
If you're not going to create that in baseball, but if you did, can you force the Pirates to spend $250 million? Where are they getting that money?
Where are they getting that money?
Where are they getting that money to spend that much? Now, for the Dodgers, they're like, now we got to cut, half of our team to get down to 250. The Pirates are going, we don't have the money to spend unless the Dodgers give it to us.
It's crazy.
Because we're never going to make enough money. So you can't necessarily create an NFL or NBA type model in which every team spends the same because, their revenues are so different.
How did they do it?
How did who do it?
They do it. The NFL. Has it always been that way?
They have one TV deal and every team gets the same amount of money from the TV deal. So every team's revenues are close to equal. Yeah, certainly the Cowboys take in more than the Jaguars because of attendance and
merch.
Merch and stuff. But even that is subject to some sharing amongst the league. But because of the one TV deal thing, but as long as there are separate TV deals for each team, you're never going to be able to create a level playing
field.
If
you come to me and you say, Woodsy, I'm in a pinch, I need $5,000. And I say, I'm happy to share my revenue with you. Here's $5,000. And I'm assuming you're going out and you're buying food for your family, you're paying your car note, your mortgage, and you come in with new tattoos and a brand new outfit. I'm pissed. You pocketed that money. You're going on golf trips. I'm pissed. And that's exactly what's happening in baseball right now. Those big market teams are sharing revenue. And those owners are going, hey, thanks for the handout.
But
you know?
I don't know.
And they're going on the
market
cheap
team. Do you really want those other teams trying to compete with you? It's like, yeah, just pocket the money and let us win, because that's what we wanted to do anyway.
They're in luck because that's what a
what
lot of
they've
them are
been
doing.
But it leaves fans very frustrated, and I understand that as well.
I again, like, if you don't go into owning a baseball team with the intention of winning a World Series, I don't think you should be the owner of a baseball team. I really don't. If you don't love being a parent and love having children, you shouldn't be a parent. You need to be all in, and for our ownership, we've been so spoiled with having an owner. Hey, did they make all the right decisions? Did they sign all the right players? No, they didn't. And we're committed to some guys long-term that will hurt. It's going to hurt. But I was sold on that window. I was sold on, oh man, this is the most exciting team in baseball. And there was a time when we were. And, could we get back there? Sure, anything's possible. But I was all the way in. I surely thought we'd win a ring. And so did everybody else in 2024.
I think a lot of people think that when I talk about creating a more balanced revenue stream in baseball, it's to help the Padres. It wouldn't help the Padres. At least in the short term. It would hurt the Padres. Because then they wouldn't be able to fix some of the mistakes that they've made with contracts. If they couldn't go over the luxury tax, 2 of the last 3 seasons, their roster would have been inadequate, and probably they would not have made the playoffs.
Correct.
Without the ability to spend more.
Yeah.
Which they did, to their credit. So I'm not necessarily arguing to help the Padres. I'm arguing to help all the fans across baseball who just want to see their teams have a better chance somehow, some way. All right, we'll come back. Final hour. We'll have our biggest fan announcement. If you want to call for those Parker McCollum tickets right now, 833-288-0973. We'll give it to the third caller, and we'll be back next with the Reindl Report here on The Fan. Congratulations to Larry. Called in quickly. Little speed giveaway there of the Parker McCollum tickets coming to Viejas Arena on June 18th. Have one more pair to give away tomorrow. You can get your own details at Ticketmaster.com. Before we get to the Reindl Report, it is time for our biggest fan announcement every day at 9 a.m. here on Ben and Woods. We reveal another name, give you 10 minutes to call us back and qualify for our grand prize drawing, 20 tickets for you and your friends, a night in our Odyssey suite at a Padres game with all the fan staff catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. If you haven't registered your name yet, you still can at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan. But right now, on the clock for 10 minutes is Dallas Labor from San Diego. Dallas Labor, you have 10 minutes to call us back. 833, why are you laughing?
I could see your mind working. You're like, did I just get got again?
Does feel a little suspicious. 833-288-0973. 833-288-0973. Like a job you work in Texas.
Dallas Labor. Yeah, here in Dallas.
All right, we'll keep an eye on the phone lines while Paulie brings us some headlines in today's Reindl Report. And get things started here with our today's edition of the Reindl Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Reindl Report with Paul Reindl.
Hi, Paul. All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Reindl Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Happy Thursday, gentlemen.
Happy Thursday.
Let's see where to start today. Got a couple of sports-ish stories. I want to start in college athletics, this world of NIL that we're living in. We get stories like this every once in a while. I don't want to say a bad NIL deal because I'm for any of these kids getting any sort of money they can and make some extra income on the side. But we're talking about Cal's quarterback Jaron Sagapolutele.
Save that. Not gonna work here anymore anyway.
His new NIL deal with Toyota of Livermore, it appears.
Good East Bay Toyota dealership.
Yeah. I don't know if he gets the blame for this at all, actually.
Not
I
his
think
fault
he
at all.
did his part.
He did what he was supposed to do.
And I don't really know how we're going to get through this because it's very visual. And I want to make sure that our radio audience can play along with us. So we'll have to roll this commercial and maybe just stop down and play it here. But it's the worst production I think I've ever seen for any commercial, maybe ever. And I've seen some bad ones. Looks like it was filmed on an iPhone 7.
Dosage Family Auto Group, proud partners of Cal football.
Okay.
Congratulations on your new truck, Jared. Thank you. Looking forward to driving it, Jesse. Thank you. Be good. Thank you.
So the dealer hands him the keys.
Yep.
He shakes his hands, very perfunctorily thanks him.
I'm looking forward to driving
his
it,
new
Jesse.
truck.
Looks at the camera, like direct. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gets in his car, which you can hear the beeping noise.
Yep. Brand new Tundra.
Now
And then he turns.
awkward cut scene, like he's still turning though.
He's smiling at the camera.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. And then he gives the hang of the shaka.
Yeah.
And then slowly
And now they slowly drive off the lot.
out of the
Really slowly.
No background music.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nope, nothing. And then stops for a quick thumbs up before
He keeps rolling out of screen.
boom, he's out. That's
And
it.
They play this on like local TV up in the Bay Area, presumably.
Yes.
It looks all right. Here's what it looks like. That Paul said, "Hey Woodsy, we're supposed to go down to Sedano Ford today and shoot a video, but I'm sick. I can't do it. I need you to do it." And I said, "Oh, okay, I'll handle it." It looks like I did it. It looks like I was down there. "Hello, Manny. It's your old pal Woodsy. What a beautiful Bronco." As I smile at the camera, but Paul's not there to spice it up, trick it up, make it look good.
Anything.
To do anything. It's tough.
To me, it feels like this is what the days before NIL really looked like, where a car dealer would illegally give the quarterback the keys to a Toyota and say, "Hey, here, enjoy your ride. Just don't tell anybody." But now that there's NIL, we're just putting this on camera now. Oh yeah, here, I'm a big booster of the Cal football program. here are the keys to your new truck. And now we're filming it and going, thank you so much for the keys to my new truck. I really am going to enjoy this.
Thank you, Jared. I am excited about
Thank you very
driving
much. Go Bears.
Go Bears.
And he's a kid. He's just doing his job.
He's just getting this free truck,
Yeah.
dude. Hey, man, I will give you a truck. You got to come down here and shoot this commercial for me. All right, I'll do it.
Sagapulatelli asked about the commercial, said, I won't be expecting an Oscar anytime soon.
No. I don't think they give out Oscars for TV.
And I think I'm just
commercials.
going to keep the truck in the parking lot because Berkeley parking is not it.
All right, yeah, there you go. It's fantastic.
Not the most genuine of NIL deals, perhaps.
All right, we will switch from college football and got a story here locally in California, now a little bit north of us, Carmel, California. They are looking to become the first city in California to permanently ban pickleball.
Oh, no.
Pickleball. It has taken the world by storm over the last handful of years. And earlier this month, the Carmel City Council, they already have a temporary ban on pickleball at the only public court within Carmel's city limits.
I wonder if people are fighting about court space.
They're looking to make this temporary ban permanent, and it says the ban stems from years of noise complaints by residents of a nearby community.
All day.
What's wrong with pickleball?
It's loud.
Pickleball court right next to my house.
You can hear it, can't you?
There are rules in place. I believe like 9 p.m. curfew. There's lights. So you do hear it, but I don't mind it. I feel like it's It's a healthy activity. People are out there having fun. Yeah, you've got the sound of the racket and the ball is a little annoying at times, but I close my windows. I don't really hear it that much.
Problem is now, if you ban it, now you open up a whole new world. Underground pickleball.
You don't want that.
Illegal pickleball rings. That's what you think you're doing something smart. You're not. Now you're inviting in a whole new underworld of pickleballers that are going to be doing it in places they shouldn't, right? And
pickleball dens.
Yes, 100%. I remember back in the day, they would hand out in high school, like you'd get a flyer for this rave or this party, and you had to keep it on the down low. Now they're going to be doing that for pickleball. It invites a whole seedy underworld into your beautiful town of Carmel.
It also raises the price of pickleball. Illicit pickleball.
Going to
be more expensive.
It's, they thought prohibition was a good idea. It wasn't. It spawned organized crime in this country, So this is what Carmel, you're not thinking this one through, in my opinion. Do you think it should be banned? I don't. I let people have fun.
Yeah. I think that, like everything, give it a few more months or a year or two, and people will move on to something else, and all those pickleball courts will go back to being empty like they were as tennis courts.
Your wife says, Paulie, put them in a racquetball court so they can hear how annoying they are.
In the indoor racquetball rooms at the gym?
Like Footloose pickleball. She says it would be like Footloose. They'd have to go outside the town limits.
Yeah.
Guys got to go up in front of the city council. Can I ask you guys a question? What happened to racquetball? Racquetball was badass. I loved racquetball when I was a kid.
Every phase.
Every fad?
Goes in and out of popularity.
I love
my aunt was a professional racquetball player.
Unbelievable. Yeah. What did she make in her best year?
Probably not
$16,000.
But I know she could beat my dad.
Just whip it.
Drum him on the pickleball
Was that
court.
his sister?
Yeah.
She was professional.
Younger sister, yeah. Aunt Terry.
Bro, I loved racquetball. Loved it. When I was a kid, I thought being on the court, like in the racquetball court, was the coolest thing ever. Hello.
I played it.
Those are the most fun ball. I don't care about playing racquetball, but you just get a can and start throwing it off of things.
Yeah, those little rubber balls that you could just throw as hard as you could at the ball.
But they didn't really hurt, and they just bounce everywhere. They were so fun. Before you go on, Paul, let's go to line one. Is this Dallas?
Yes.
Dallas, congratulations.
Yes.
You have called in 10 minutes. You have qualified for our biggest fan grand prize drawing. Thank you for listening.
You are good to go, my friend.
97.3 The Fan. You're good to go.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Got it. Good luck.
Thank you, buddy.
And then finally, let's wrap it up here. Got a new survey. It's regarding holiday travel. And we got the first big holiday coming up next Thursday, 1 week from today. A lot of you will be traveling, whether it's within San Diego, maybe you're going outside of San Diego. It is a big travel day here in America.
Huge.
And according to this new survey, this surprised me. It says overall, drivers are expecting to spend 13 hours behind the wheel this holiday season. And 11% of people polled said that they could log over 30 hours in the car over the course of the holidays. That's a lot of driving to me.
That's a lot.
And it says here that the average person is willing to drive 172 miles out of their way to pick up a loved one. And I said, BS.
To pick up
I call lies. So for context, what's 172 miles? That's I mean,
3 hours.
LA's a 100 miles.
That's 3 hour drive.
What's a loved one here? Because if my son calls me and said, my car is totally broken down, I was on my way back from Arizona, I'm stuck in Yuma, and I need to get home, yes, I would bite the bullet and I would drive 3 hours to go get him if he had to get home.
Yes.
If like my second cousin did the same thing, no, thank you. I'm not driving
now you
172 miles.
You have a sister.
I believe so.
Would you go pick up your sister in Yuma?
Yes.
Liar. You never wanted her.
Now you mean I would leave her stuck in Yuma? I'm the most driver friendly of the three of us.
This is true.
All right, do you guys know roughly where Oxnard is?
Yes.
Yes.
That's 180 miles. So that's about as far as the average person was willing to go to pick up a loved one. And I don't think so.
There's a caveat here. If my dad, I was at 9.
You got
he's getting picked. Well, he's probably listening. My dad called me and said, "Hey, we saved $50. We're flying into LAX. Can you come get us?" I'd say, no. No.
That's my choice. I see what you're saying there. Someone chooses to inconvenience you rather than accidentally are inconveniencing you, and they don't have any choice in the matter. It makes a difference.
When I was a freshman at San Diego State, I had a couple of buddies come down for my birthday for a weekend. First time visiting San Diego, and they saved like $20 by flying into Long Beach. And just thought, oh, it's Southern California.
Come
you can
scoop
just
me.
pick me up. My mom's done that before. She's like, or she hasn't actually done it. She goes, hey, it's cheaper if we fly into
John
Orange
Wayne,
County
yeah.
or LAX. Do you mind picking us up? I'm like, what do you think how small do you think this is?
Get on the train, and I'll see you at the Solana Beach pickup station.
I told my friends, I go, all right, let's flip this around. If I was flying up to Seattle to visit you guys for the weekend, you know what I'm not doing? Booking a flight to Portland and asking you to come down and pick me up. What the hell is the difference?
All right. Side question, similar. How far would you drive for that? If we're all single.
I mean, back in the day.
All back in the day. All
500
single.
miles.
Yeah, 100%. Easy. Wouldn't think twice about it.
Some girls like in San Francisco.
Yeah, can you come up? Can you be here this weekend?
8-hour drive. I'm like, see you in 8 hours.
I'm on a bus.
On a Greyhound.
Took a bus from Chicago to what's the name of that town?
Rockford. The Rockford Peaches from League of Their Own.
It was not them.
You had a Rockford Peach.
I did have a Rockford Peach that I rode a bus to go see. It was not an easy trip.
How long was the bus ride?
A couple hours.
How long were you there?
Weekend.
The whole weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't just for
not one and done. 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
All right, back on the bus.
Hey, when Marla Hooch calls, you answer.
But I told a story, riding my bicycle through the icy snow to Missy's house when I was in like 9th grade. Literally like a 10 speed on a thin. Remember how thin your 10 speed?
Sure, yeah.
You didn't ride a bike, but you saw people that
riding bikes.
Rode bikes. You know how hard it is to ride a 10 speed through icy, snowy?
I have no idea.
No, you don't. Paulie, you could imagine.
Oh, God.
Freezing cold Friday night.
Every time you turn the wheel, you're like going to slip and slide down.
Just laser focused on second base. Laser. Just, we can do this, man. We can do. She lived probably 2 miles but 2 miles in the snow and ice was. So when I tell my kids, I literally rode
Did
through
Missy
snow and ice.
Like announce exactly her intentions before you drove, or did you have to glean them kind of and hope that it was worth the drive?
My parents are going out and they won't be back till later. Can you want to come over? I do. Just bundled up,
gone,
bundled up. Yeah, sheer will. It's real Don Carlos. Just sheer will. I haven't had will like that since then. Just pushing through it. Just I'm gonna get there. It's
Imagine if you could muster that will for things that actually benefit you in your life.
Oh, it benefited me.
You know what I'm
talking about?
Like getting in shape.
Yeah, if I had
sticking
that
to your
will,
diet,
I would look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club if I had that will that I had that night. Just slipping, sliding, like the whole thing. I'll never forget it. Never. And I just remember laughing after, years later, thinking about like, Jesus, dude. It just shows you, man. I mean, you start to change and other things start to become important.
I remember like you'd be talking to a girl on an app or something. She's like, I don't get off work until like midnight tonight. I'm not sure what I have any plans.
Stay up.
And then you're like, well, I'm staying up till midnight just in case. Like, no problem.
Me, I'm a night owl. You can hit me. You get me anytime. 3 a.m. Absolutely. Oh no, I was awake.
You're not even an evening owl.
I'm not even an evening. I am not even an evening owl now. Now it's different. 50. If I was somehow single, the girl was like, yeah, I can meet you at 8 o'clock. I'd be like, ooh. Free on Sunday morning, perhaps, for coffee and a bun.
I'm not as bad as you, but we had, I think one of my colleagues was having a going away party a few weeks ago, and they said, yeah, it was probably going to start around 9. It's going to
9
start
p.m.
around 9 p.m. Nothing can start at 9 p.m.
We used to do the thing when we were, 19, 20, 21, fake IDs and all that. But like, we would do the thing with like, all right, let's meet over at Kev's house at 9. We'll pregame. Then we'll do the 45-minute drive out to downtown Dallas. You walk into a place at like 11:45. You're like, perfect. A little early, but it's the thought of being out till what time did we stay out till when we went to Philly? We stayed out late one night. We stayed out till midnight.
1 or 2.
But it was also 9 back here.
Right.
So that was part of it.
Yeah.
If we were in Hawaii, we're not going out at 9 p.m. There's no way.
We were like out and about in the middle of just drinking, going through the town, and I'm like texting my wife. She's like having dinner. It's like 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock
on the West. You go somewhere at 7, it's dead, and they go, "Where is everybody?" Oh, the place doesn't really start going until about 1 a.m.
Yeah,
so like what?
We used to do it, man. We used to go out for an hour, and then last call would come, and I'd be like, "Can I get 14 kamikazes, please? Because you're about to shut down."
Yeah,
because you're just clanking drinks. You're like, I gotta get hammered. It's a whole different lifestyle now.
Like we've gotten late dinners, like an 8 o'clock dinner, and then you're driving home. It's 9:30, and I'm like, it wasn't that long ago. Like when we were like in college,
Go out.
You met up at somebody's house to like start pre-gaming at 10 p.m.
We had dinner last night as a family with my parents. Went out to dinner. We didn't sit down until 5:30 p.m., it was pitch black. It was freezing cold, and the food took 30 minutes to get there. So we didn't get home till 6:30. It was like, we got to get you kids in the shower, get you into bed right now. I got to go to sleep. I was in my bed at 7 p.m. Sharp. Times have changed.
Yep. If you were thinking that a threesome would be fun,
yeah,
we will have our football threesome for you. And
you don't even have to ride your bike for this one.
No, and giving away some tickets to the San Diego State home finale on Saturday night against San Jose State. That is coming up next. Don't go away. More Ben and Woods on the way on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, if you're looking for a motivation to lose weight with minimal willpower, some willpower necessary, but if I can do it,
recommend a 10-speed.
I think you can do it as well. Take advantage right now of SD Fat Loss's huge holiday sale. Get over $400 off, making it the lowest prices of the entire year to lose up to 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 60 days. That's up to a pound of fat per day now through December 31st. Sign up now, take advantage of the holiday special, and learn how you can lose the weight with no exercise, no injections, no surgery. The injections, everyone's doing them, everyone's talking about them, but they don't tell you there are some side effects potentially, and you're on them. I mean, if you stop the injections, the weight is probably coming right back on. But with SDFatLoss.com, you do the program like I did. I've kept the weight off now for going on 3 years. No side effects, no injections. I feel better than I have in years. You can be the next success story. Set up your free consultation at sdfatloss.com. Join thousands of tier ones who have lost so much weight in San Diego. You could be next. Go to sdfatloss.com. $400 off right now at sdfatloss.com. Results may vary.
And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Heading toward 10 o'clock. Midday show at 10, and then we'll be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Final day of the week. Friday final.
Little Friday for you.
We need a little Friday in our lives.
Yeah, we do. I was supposed to play golf tomorrow, and I can't now.
Not looking promising.
I'm not that good. I haven't swung it in about 6 months, so it was going to be more trouble than it was worth, for sure.
Quick note before we get to the football threesome. If you are sticking around town over the holidays, our friend Rick Schloss asked me to mention this. They got the big Rady Children's Invitational at Jenny Craig Pavilion next week, November 27th and 28th, including defending national champion Florida against TCU and Wisconsin against Providence, and then the 28th, the third place game and the championship game. There are a few tickets left available at RadyChildren'sInvitational.com. If you've got, I don't know, out-of-town visitors who are fans of any of those teams or just looking for something to do.
Sure, there's going to be some people traveling.
Jenny Craig Pavilion's a great spot to watch a game as well, and these are some top teams in the country that'll be in town. So I said, I will mention for you the big events. It's always tough when it's a neutral site game, get some tourists, get some people coming in, but that is next week at the Rady Children's Invitational. All right, let's get to it. It is time for this week's football threesome.
Can Ben and Woods interest you in a threesome?
A threesome would be fun.
No, not that kind of threesome.
Talk dirty to me.
We're talking end-arounds, the best tight ends in the world, and going all the way in this game of inches.
2 inches short, maybe less. Story of my life.
It's the NFL threesome with Ben and Woods, brought to you by Hamul Casino Resort, the Players' Place, on 97.3 The Fan.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He's giving them the business.
Our threesome, our most intriguing NFL matchup of the weekend, our best bet, and a preview of tonight's matchup, which will be the Buffalo Bills visiting the Houston Texans at 5:15 p.m. here on 97.3 The Fan. Now, the Bills are favored, but don't sleep on the Texans. They are 2-0 since Davis Mills replaced the injured C.J. Stroud at quarterback. And here's something I did not know. Houston has the number 1 overall rated defense in the entire NFL, which at this point in the season is actually significant. They're only 5-5, but my guess is the Texans can make a game out of this against a Bills team that's been a little hot and cold. I mean, they
played really well.
They did
on Sunday, but
absolutely,
a little short turnaround.
But road game, short turnaround. That's a tough one. I don't know. Might be an upset potential selection for you tonight for the Houston Texans.
Not the world's greatest matchups this week, if I'm being honest.
I think you are correct.
Yeah, I mean, just nothing.
Coming up with my most intriguing matchup of the week was a bit more of a challenge than it usually is.
Usually you can look at it and be like, hey, well, at least there's one for sure. But, Indy remains fascinating to me.
That was my pick.
They remain a fascinating team to me. I haven't been able to wrap my head around a successful looking Daniel Jones. And I think that's maybe more of an indictment on the New York Football Giants than it is on Daniel Jones. But for whatever reason, Benny, he's found a home in Indianapolis. They've got a really, really good running back. I like that matchup against the kind of middling Kansas City Chiefs right now.
So I think the reason I picked this one was actually less about Indy. So the Chiefs are going to be one of the more fascinating stories. They are 5-5, 7 games remaining. Probably need to get to 10-7 to get to the playoffs, right? So they got to win 5 of their last 7 games. Can you find the 5 wins on their schedule the rest of the season? They've got.
Look it up.
They
got it for me.
Well, that's why I think tonight is so important. Home short week
Sunday.
Against Sunday. I'm sorry. So home against Indy on Sunday. Okay, then they go to Dallas. That's certainly winnable, but it's a road game. Then they're home against Houston, winnable, but a good defense, not a bad team.
Yep.
Home against the Chargers, who already beat them in L.A.
Yep.
At Tennessee, there's a free spot on the bingo board. Home against Denver as first place and just beat them. And then at Las Vegas should be a fairly winnable game, but getting to 5 is not necessarily going to be an easy challenge for Patrick Mahomes and company.
That's for
to
them
get to 10 wins
to make the playoffs.
Well, that's likely what they need to make the playoffs, I would think, with 10 wins. So this could be like the pivot game. You win this one, you probably get to 5. You lose this one, then you're going to have to steal one against the Chargers or the Broncos later on in the season to try to, get yourself back to even the playoffs this year.
Pittsburgh, Chicago's fairly
That was one that I
interesting.
thought about that one as well.
Fairly interesting. I mean, it's the NFL. I actually, and for my wager, Ben, I'm gonna take the upset. I'm gonna take Indy, who is the dog. And I think they're gonna beat Kansas City in Arrowhead.
I mean,
therefore ending really their
betting
chances.
against the Chiefs has been a very good strategy this year. No one really wants to believe it because you feel like at any moment you could get burned, but I absolutely see it. For my pick, and as soon as I bragged about winning 4 in a row 3 weeks ago, I've lost 3 in a row. Yeah.
You never talk about winning streak.
I'm going to go with the other intriguing game. The Sunday night football game is the Bucs at the Rams. I think the easy choice would be the Rams, who are favored by 7. But to me, Sunday night football, Baker Mayfield, I feel like it's going to be one of those exciting, entertaining, back and forth games. The Rams aren't, killing everybody. Give me the points. Give me Baker and the Bucs to keep it close and make it a good primetime game. And even if they lose by 6, I can still win that one. So I'll take Tampa Bay as my pick. Paul, you got a pick?
I will take, I'm kind of split between the Eagles -3 and I'm going to go with I'm going to take the Patriots -6.5, a little bit more points over the Bengals.
I like that.
People have won a lot of money betting on the Patriots this year as well.
Yeah. If it was like 7.5 or 8.5, probably think about it a little bit more. But
Joe Burrow's getting close to coming back, but I don't think he's back. This week.
Anybody believe that the Seahawks are going to win by more than 13 against Tennessee? I know they're terrible.
1-9, and Seattle's probably
13.
One of the best teams in football. It scared me. That one scared me.
Those are those lines where
saying.
It could be up. You could be up 17 late in the fourth quarter, and
it's not even a game. You're up 20. You're up 20 going in there.
And you get
Tennessee gets a
garbage
touchdown and a
touchdown.
2-point conversion.
And then there's 3 minutes left, and all you're doing is running.
Kneeling.
You're just kneeling.
I hate those ones.
Sam Darnold needs to recover.
Yeah, I think Baltimore favored by 13.5 is really dicey with Lamar Jackson again.
100%.
I mean, the Jets are terrible, but are they that terrible? Yes, but are they that terrible?
Are they that terrible?
I mean, they're all NFL teams.
Baltimore's hot.
They are, but they barely won last week, and they didn't even play well last week.
4 in a row, though. It's the NFL. Any given Sunday.
They barely beat the Browns last week.
Yeah, won by touchdown.
Shedeur Sanders went 4 of 16.
Is he going to start this week?
He is starting, yeah.
All right, so he finally gets those first team reps that everyone's been clamoring for.
Welcome to process of elimination.
Correct.
Quarterback.
Yes. Hey, man.
Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, I don't bet anymore, Gonzo. So he said, good thing you aren't betting on the game. Yeah, I mean, they could probably win by 30, but after what I saw from Darnold I'm like, hey, man, anything is possible.
Before Sunday, we got college football on Saturday. And if you'd like to go see the Aztecs senior night, a home finale, taking on San Jose State at Snapdragon Stadium. We're giving away some tickets right now. I'll be the 5th caller at 833-288-0973. 5th caller, 833-288-0973. A pair of tickets. You can go to goaztecs.com if you want to see it. They put out the clinching scenarios, and they're very complicated in the Mountain West. Theoretically, the Aztecs could clinch a spot in the Mountain West Championship game with a win. If they win both games, though, they host the Mountain West Championship. That's a foregone conclusion. They control their own destiny.
Nice.
Got to take care of business on Saturday night against San Jose State first. If you'd like to be there, 833-288-0973. Get your tickets at goaztecs.com. Some bad news. Jordan Napier is out for the season, their leading wide receiver. In fact, I believe they've lost both of their top 2 leading wide receivers. But then again, they didn't even throw the ball last game. They just ran for 277 yards, so they may have to rely on more of the ground game going forward. And they have 3 good running backs and a good offensive line and an injured quarterback. I mean, you're basically it's time for the wishbone or something. I mean, there's
wishbone just on a whim just install a whole new.
Let's just say if I'm coaching against San Diego State, I'm loading 9 men in the box because I don't think they're going to beat me with the passing game. It's going to be with the running game. Can you win one-dimensionally? They pretty much did against Boise State last week. They'll have to do it again against San Jose State on Saturday night.
I would love to see the Wishbone make a comeback. That was an exciting offense to watch, wasn't it?
It was so boring that's why it went out of favor. That's right. Rocky Long always used to say, it's toughest offense to stop.
He used to give the Irish
but
fits,
I can't
man.
run it because our boosters would be so mad at how
Correct.
boring the game is every time. He said, I'd win every game if I ran the Wishbone, but no one would ever let me run it because
you remember when we were growing up?
Football.
Remember when we were growing up? Oklahoma used to run that Wishbone.
Yeah.
He was unstoppable. Jamel Holloway, you couldn't stop him. It was unbelievable.
And nowadays, the only ones that ever try it are like the service
Navy,
academies, which don't have to worry about the boosters. It's, they just want to win, so they run the Wishbone.
It's a nightmare watching Notre Dame Navy every year makes me sick.
Now, a lot of offenses with the run pass options.
Yeah.
That's got some of the bases in the Wishbone in terms of, are we going to run it? Are we going to pitch it outwards, make a decision at the last minute? And, teams do that nowadays, but they don't call it the Wishbone anymore.
It was, I mean, when done right, it was a thing of beauty, but you couldn't watch an entire season of it, lose your mind.
It's just very repetitive.
It's so repetitive.
Very repetitive,
very
over and over again. All right, we'll come back. Final segment of Ben and Woods. Try to have a little fun to finish things up on Thursday.
I've got an idea.
Coming up next on San Diego's.
Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it.
Number one sports station, 97.3, The Fan. First, a little advice from your old pal Woods and myself.
You're our old pal Ben.
Am I old pal at this point?
Sure.
All right, your old pal's Ben and Woods. If you have not yet taken care of your estate documents, by that we mean a will or a trust, you should do so. If you've got a family, you're potentially leaving them in a world of hurt after you're gone. But the good news is you can do it simply and affordably online thanks to our friends at trustandwill.com.
Well, yeah, and it's the holiday season. And sure, it can be a tough subject to broach, but I think one that's very necessary. Sometimes the best conversations are the toughest ones that you have to start. Mom, Dad, everybody covered here, your brother, your sister, whatever. Like, people need to know what's awaiting them when you pass away. I'm so glad that we got a chance to get ours done, Benny, last year. It's been about a year now. And again, I haven't really thought about it except when we talk about it on the air because it's already done.
Think about all the arguments that you're going to get with your family at the dinner table. Imagine how bad when they're trying to divide up all your possessions. If
all
you
your
didn't
stuff.
do anything, just don't leave it to chance. Get it done online, answer some simple questions. You'll have in less than an hour. They'll be sending you legal documents that you can keep and can protect your family with a will or a trust that keeps them out of probate court at trustandwill.com.
Yeah, trustandwill.com. Use the code radio20 when you check out for 20% off of your trust or will. Trustandwill.com.
Pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by Toyota of Poway. It's the season to save at Toyota of Poway. Voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today. Black Friday sales event is on with brand new Toyotas in stock and ready to roll. Hurry to Toyota of Poway or toyotaofpoway.com. Drive home happy this holiday. Instead of having me read that, maybe they should just slip some keys to Lucky Sutton and put together an iPhone commercial for 30 seconds like we talked about in the Reindl Report earlier. Toyota of Livermore.
Okay, that was like
callback. It's like a 30-minute callback.
I was like, what is he talking about?
Like 30 minutes ago.
Lucky Sutton,
San Diego State's star player.
Yeah, I got it. Because the other guy played for Cal.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I was too deep for you there.
A little bit.
Okay,
it was a little bit of a stretch.
It was slightly a stretch. It's okay. It happens. You're tired.
All right. I'll let you handle the rest of the segment.
Just
after
the whole 15 minutes.
Traffic. Well, no, we only got about 8 actually coming up after traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. Well, the roads are winding down pretty nicely. Speeds getting back to normal heading into Santee. East 52 crash has cleared just before Mast Boulevard. An accident on the coastline southbound 5 just before the racetrack. It's been cleared over the right shoulder. We are still seeing quite a bit of residual from La Costa. Other than that, no incidents or accidents. Let's try and keep it that way this afternoon, guys, because we got some rain coming in. So please plan for that. Maybe it'll wait until after the afternoon commute, but no promises.
My mom works for Caltrans. On a freeway, right next to speeding cars. Please be careful. Flashing lights mean move over. Brought to you by the kids of Caltrans.
So there's still some, there were some baseball moves we didn't get to.
Oh, that's right.
We did not get to those. Let's get to those before we wrap it up. Raciel Iglesias re-signed with the Atlanta Braves, a $16 million deal. So I don't know. I mean, he was being courted allegedly by the Blue Jays and the Dodgers, but he ended up re-signing with Atlanta.
Seems like a short-term deal. Closers don't have a lot of leverage on the market right now because there are a few of them available. Devin Williams, Robert Suarez,
yep.
A couple of others. So he saw his opportunity and just took it to stay with the same team.
Yep. And then the Braves and Astros had a one player each trade. They traded Atlanta. Let's see. Mauricio Dubon is going from the Astros to the Dubon
Braves
is going to
get
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Right. The Braves
Good
get
defensive
Atlanta.
Player.
The Braves get Atlanta.
Yes.
Right. Nick Allen gets Houston.
San Diego's Nick Allen.
So there you go. The stove is it's a little lukewarm right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cold at the moment.
It always
you
is.
expect it to be until after the winter meetings, which are now a week and a half away from the winter meetings.
Okay.
The first week of December, I believe, where they'll go to Orlando, or Sammy Levitt will be there covering the winter meetings for us.
Sammy Levitt down in Orlando, just getting after it. I don't think I would want to go to Orlando. If they wanted to send me, I don't think I would want to go. It's too convention-y for me. It's always conventions, a lot of conventions.
There are a lot of conventions.
Everywhere
Do you
you
have
go.
a problem with conventions?
No, I don't mind. I don't like going
Las
to
Vegas is very convention.
It is, but I don't really like Las Vegas.
It's because of the conventions.
There's too many conventions.
What's wrong with the convention? I mean, you not like lanyards? Is that
not really?
You see a lot of people wearing lanyards for sure.
You say this as somebody that never had to go to a bunch of conventions. I have done my fair share of time at conventions.
It's true. I've never been an actual attendee at a convention. I mean, I've been to the winter meetings is kind of like a convention, but
it's baseball.
I wasn't like officially like working at the convention. We did our show there.
Right. Yeah.
And we wandered around Comic-Con. That's a convention.
I just feel like everywhere in Orlando, you're a part of some convention. Like an insurance convention or a sales I had to do all that stuff. And it was awful.
Or you're around families who are there visiting for Disney World
or a convention,
Universal.
I would have to set up.
San Diego's probably similar.
I just don't feel it though.
Tourist traveling, we have a big convention center.
We do.
People are downtown,
but I don't
here for conventions.
I don't. This is such a better place.
Well, obviously,
it's just a better place.
So I don't want to go anywhere then.
Yeah, Dominic says he went to a convention in Chicago. He said he had fun. Chicago's great. You can go in. You can go there for an insurance seminar. You're gonna have a good time in Chicago. Orlando for me just feels. I don't know.
I sometimes feel like I've missed out by not getting to go to a convention. You go to the convention, you stay at a Marriott, you eat at a Cheesecake Factory.
It's like your nightmare. Are you kidding?
Yeah, but it's like an important experience.
Going to a convention is different than working a convention. Working a convention is the worst. You have to set up the tent, have your flyers and your folder. Hey, how you doing? There you go. Take one of these. Yeah, you can take a stress ball. It's for you. Go ahead, enjoy. Yeah, you can take a pen. That's cool. Yeah, and just shoot the.
Sounds like a radio appearance. Honestly.
Yeah, it's fair, but it's like 10 hours instead of 2, and you get paid for it, but you get a salary. You don't get anything extra. You work a radio appearance, you get paid a little extra.
So, have you worked a convention?
Hundreds.
What did you do?
I did marketing for a search firm that recruited doctors. And so I would have to go to the Montana Hospital Association convention, the Wyoming Hospital
Association. And you were trying to convince people who walked by your table to do what?
So physicians or clinic administrators to use our service.
Got it.
The company I work.
Would you have a spiel if they wanted to hear about the service?
Full spiel. Yeah. Go, but set up the.
Was your boss tracking like how many leads you developed at the convention, or
no? But it was just one of those things. Like it's important to go and you shake hands of all the administrators. They all come from all over Montana or Wyoming or Arizona, and you have to be down there shaking hands, kissing babies.
And what city was this in? The Wyoming one or the
Cheyenne,
and
then Billings, and then Phoenix, Scottsdale. I mean, Scottsdale's very conventioning, very. But yeah, it sucked. It was terrible. I wouldn't go back.
But
for
my
anything.
guess is the much conventionier Scottsdale was still better than Cheyenne or Billings.
Yeah, it was way better. But there's nothing fun about it. Nothing. And then you do like an 8 to 10 hour day at a convention, and then you're like you said, you go to Outback Steakhouse, you suck down like 4 beers, and you pass out and go do it again.
Gonzo says it's networking. I don't. Again, my logical brain doesn't really.
No. Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Necessarily.
Right. Yeah, I know. You're not a good networker. It's okay. You have other strengths.
Just feel like you're putting a lot of effort in for very little results.
Yes.
That's my problem with it. Like you'll meet, I don't know, over the course of how many days? 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days
there, and you'll have 1,100 people walk by your table.
Yep, you'll have 25, 30 conversations. You get some business cards.
And maybe
I'll talk to you on the
everything
phone.
works out,
you get a couple deals.
1 or 2 deals shake out.
Yep.
It feels like a very low percentage. Like, couldn't there be a more efficient way to drum up business than 1 out of every 550 people that walks by your booth is actually interested in what you're selling or providing as a service?
Yeah, 100%. And then you're also in kind of competition with all of the other people in there, so it makes for an odd scene. Plus, people get to conventions and they start acting a fool, as our beloved Grass says. I've seen the worst behavior. They act like. Have you never been to a hotel bar before? What are you doing right now? Like, why are you acting this way?
You have to see all these people again on Monday.
Tomorrow.
Gonzo says Ben is the one that Irish goodbyes while Sharon is getting Pinot Grigio wasted.
Yeah, that's like, I'm going to go to my room. Wyoming's playing tonight. I want to go watch Mountain West basketball. You should go to one. But I'm telling you, like it was it's MHA Montana Hospital Association.
I guess I've
time.
never been a decision maker of any sort, and I've never tried to sell anybody anything.
Yeah, you've never had to sell anything.
There's really
in your life.
no need for me ever to go to a convention.
It's tough, but Sammy will be there. He'll be out in convention heaven, Orlando. I'll save what we had, Paulie, for tomorrow. I'd actually like to open the show with. It's actually. I'll let you guys think about it, and you can mull it over. It's the 5 best Randy Newman songs to make love to, because somebody sent that to me on Instagram, and I almost peed my pants. I showed it to them, and they started laughing. And it's clearly like an Onion website, but it's
I know my number one already.
You do?
Yeah.
Short
It's not
people.
what you think either.
Okay. The 5 best Randy Newman songs to ever.
Thanks to Andrew Marchand, joined us on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their lives when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. That's it for us. Thanks to executive producer Paul Reindl. For Stephen Woods, I'm Ben Higgins. Have a great rest of your Thursday from all of us here at 97.3 The Fan. So long, everybody.